Any moment.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is I,
The ultimate Kahuna!
joined today, obviously, by Mr. A.C Pritchard and the beautiful long-haired, Rapunzel-resembling Billy Boy McEwiston.
Oh, you think it's like Rapunzel's?
Yes.
Oh.
I wasn't talking about the hair on your head. Now.
Oh my.
Oh, I saw this great art piece the other day someone did. It shows Rapunzel up in her tower, obviously kind of like a cartoon anime kind of Disney style. And she lets her hair fall down and it's only showing a little bit of her. Then you see this black thing come up right next to her. And then it zooms back and it's Gon after he transforms in Hunter x Hunter. With his hair reaching up and hers reaching down. I'm like, that's pretty funny. That's pretty creative.
Yeah. I thought you saw a different image.
Oh, you looked very concerned for a second there. Yeah.
I saw one that you'd never see Rapunzel, but the joke is that it wasn't the hair on her head that she let down.
Oh, I know exactly where you're going. Anyway, welcome to the Iron Seas. Today we're going to be discussing the 5th Harry Potter film. The big, the beautiful, the big 5. This is is it the longest Harry Potter book? I don't know about the book, but the movie is it's one of the better adaptations in my opinion. Book 6, it starts getting a little too hard to adapt that whole book into one story or one film. But this one, I think they got it pretty good. You got some questions?
No, I was going to say we can find out which is the longest. I just need to switch to a different set of headphones.
Okay, yeah, no, absolutely. But AC, we're also open to discussing House of the Dragon, and I brought up a pre-show. I said, hey, what if we just talked about fantasy and dragons in general? Because I'm a slut for that kind of thing.
Yeah. You slut. That dude, there's a Rick and Morty clip I need to.
I know,
dude. Oh my
Disgusting dragons.
Yes, dude.
All right,
like, bro, it's so bad.
Oh, it's so bad.
I have right here. Yeah. I have right here my copies of the last 4 Harry Potter books.
Yes.
Oh, you slut. I mean, awesome.
So,
we will find out according to the page count of his editions.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, someone get a pen.
I have no pen. I will write it with my body fluid.
Excellent. So, Goblet of Fire clocks in at 616 pages.
Okay, 616.
Order of the Phoenix clocks in at, that's some extra lore stuff. Is this the last chapter? Yes. 800 pages for
Oh.
Order of the Phoenix.
Yeah. Again, I remember it being a big jump.
That's a chunker, yeah.
Yeah, it's almost 100, like 184 words more.
The sixth book,
Pages.
Half-Blood Prince, clocks in at 542.
Yeah, the Half-Blood Prince. There's but it's such 500.
How many words is that, Bill? I'm not I don't know how long these books are without word count.
I don't fucking know.
Oh, okay.
We have to like they're formatted similarly, AC. So I think we can get away with the page count,
Yeah.
instead of the word count. But 500, like going from like 616, 800, and then 542.
Okay. The final book,
This is the one I'm unsure about.
620 pages.
You son of a gun! I thought that book 5 was really long.
Order of the
I'm
Phoenix?
reading it right now with the kids. I'm like, this is a long book. Holy smokes!
Yeah,
we got it right here.
257,000, almost over a 250,000 words.
Very healthy sized book. Obviously,
Yeah.
there are some
Yeah.
like you got your George R.R. Martins, and you got Sanderson with some of his. Sanderson is disgusting with the length of his Stormlight books.
Real quick.
The runners up are Goblet of Fire and Deathly Hollows. But go on. What were you gonna say?
I was just going to say, did either of you see that thing the other day? I can't believe The Hobbit is meant for children because no third grader can get through this. We're on
That's
X.
because we're increasingly illiterate. Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
Fair.
I was once told by someone I should dumb down my book that I'm working on a little bit due to the target audience. And I was like, no,
You should
if
smart
they
up.
can't, if they can't, yeah, exactly. If they can't keep up with the words I use and how I write, then skill issue sucks to suck.
Skill issue.
Get
yeah.
There's very few books that I can't read, like as in I have trouble understanding it. One in recent times, it's not that I can't understand it, it's just it takes so much mental focus. Was Jordan Peterson book, We Who Wrestle with God. That book, like if you're actually trying to read it and understand it, it takes a lot of brain power for me.
Dude,
Like every page, I'm like, okay, I think I have this mental picture. It's not like a narrative, so it's harder in that way. But yeah,
I think today I have some free time today. It's my day off. I'm gonna read one whole page of We Who Wrestle with God. I think that's what I'm gonna do. One entire page today is what I'm gonna read.
I was gonna say, AC, you're recovering. Be careful, brother.
Yeah. Be careful. Don't want to hurt yourself. Yeah.
Bill is busting at seams. What is it?
I was just going to say, I think it's funny that we have now this discussion of The Hobbit can't be meant for kids because of complexity or something. I found it to be pretty basic. I find the Silmarillion to be pretty basic. Meanwhile, kids of the new generation are too weak for Order of the Phoenix.
Yeah, Order of the Phoenix. That 800 page. That I read it when I was a child, but yeah, I was very literate as a child. Even I thought I wasn't, but that's just because my brother started reading all the books when he was 6. So I thought I was basically a dumb child.
Order of the
when I got
Phoenix
older,
is
I'm like,
the
5th one.
It's the second shortest movie.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but it doesn't feel like it cuts out too
Hold
much.
on. Wait a minute. Which one does it say is the shortest movie?
Okay, so it's actually the shortest movie because the shortest movie is
Okay.
part 2 of Deathly Hollows, which is the same movie as part 1.
Yes.
So
They
it's
just
the
gave us
shortest
a
movie.
year-long intermission, which was very nice of them to do. Plenty of bathroom breaks and time to get snacks.
Also, I don't hate Harry Potter for this, and they weren't even the first one to do it, but they started the trend of part 1, part 2, part 3 movies coming out in theaters.
Yeah.
One did it first. There was
I
another
know
one that
someone
did it
else
first.
did it first. I know someone else did it first. Kill
Okay.
Bill did it first for one, but
Actually, no, I was going to say in terms of young adult movie adaptations, I'm pretty sure Twilight did it first.
I don't think so. They
Hold
were
on.
coming out around the same time. Let's look up those dates because I think Harry Potter did
This
it
is going to
before.
pollute my search history. What was the name of the last Twilight movie?
No,
What,
I got it.
or
I can search it up. Bill.
Breaking Dawn. Yeah, let's see. But yeah, no, it's one of those things. Like every now and again, something happens in a medium. Like one particular series does or
Oh.
movie or entry does something very
Maybe I was
profound or
wrong.
interesting, or does one thing really, really well, but it corrupts the rest of everything that comes after it because they're all trying to imitate that success. Yeah, what you got?
Kahuna, you're right. Harry Potter
I
was the
knew it.
first, apparently. I legitimately thought it was Twilight, but Breaking Dawn Part 1 came out in 2011, and Deathly Hallows Part 2 came out in 2011.
Yep, that's what I thought. I knew it was around this. It was the same era, but yeah, for sure.
I suspect they both took orders from the same boss, though.
Possibly, except honestly, from the ones I've seen, I think Deathly Hallows is the only one that had a justifiable reason for it.
Nope, they should have done it with the Half-Blood Prince. It's a shorter book.
Okay, I mean in terms of the between it and Twilight, Part 1 and Part 2, the Hunger Games Part 1 and Part 2 movie. Out of the franchises, this is the one that actually warranted that.
Yeah, I agree. It did warrant it. They could have been more on, and also Atrolis. I hope I'm saying that name right, but yeah, naming it Part 1 and Part 2 is lazy creativity. But this also, let's keep in mind, this wasn't the book. They were adapting one book, and so if they didn't name it Part 1 and Part 2, do you have any idea what they could have named it? They would have, like, in my mind, alternately, they would have had to come up with a different title for each. And I think that's not really true to the author's intent. So I agree it does feel creatively lazy, but I also don't have a solution. What do you guys think?
Longer movie, I'd watch it all.
Yeah,
I mean, that's how I treat my favorite movie to watch on Easter morning is the 10 Commandments. So I'm kind of I like Andrei Tarkovsky. I'm a slut for long movies.
Slut.
A godless whore. Yes, we've all agreed.
Whore. Oh my god.
Also, I will agree with Atrolis when it comes to Dune.
Oh yeah.
Calling Dune split. I have no issues with them doing Dune in 2 movies. I actually think that was also a justifiable instance. But why the hell did you call the 2 Dune movies Chapter 1 and Chapter 2, and now you're not even using the title of the second book for your third movie? You're just calling it Chapter 3.
What was the title of the second book again? It's
Dune Messiah.
Mm-hmm.
No, that's the name of the third one now. In the movie, yeah, it's Dune.
Last time I saw it, it was still being called Dune Chapter 3.
Yeah, it's Dune Chapter 3 Messiah, but it is Dune Messiah.
I just looked it up. The poster still says Dune Part 3.
Kill Bill was split into 2.
Yeah, no, book one was split into 2, and I think that's because of the film style they went with. I think that was justified. Also, I was doing some learning about some comic and manga history recently. Did you guys know about the Mobius illustrated, or Mobius illustrated Dune? He did an entire because they were planning on filming a different Dune movie back in the day. He did an entire storyboard, basically graphic novel version of Dune by Mobius.
Was that during the Jodorowsky production?
It was back in the 80s, I believe, early 80s, or maybe late 70s.
Okay, I believe that would be the Jodorowsky movie, and I'd be curious to see it. It's interesting. Jodorowsky's unmade Dune movie is probably one of the most influential unmade movies of all time.
I actually completely agree with that. Because
I also think that had we gotten it, it would have been one of the worst movie adaptations of a book ever put to film. Because I have read some of the creative decisions Jodorowsky wanted to do, and I'm just sitting here thinking, I don't know who your dealer is, dude, but you should have fired him before he gave you that stuff.
Yeah, you got the wrong spice plug.
Yeah, you got the wrong spice for this.
Yes, the red. You got what is it? You got the spice that turns your eyes red, bro, not blue. That's the wrong spice.
It did but the art did go weird though. Well, I mean that is kind of Mobius's style as well.
sick,
but
yeah.
like,
Yeah.
Holy
And I mean, to be fair, Dune gets weird. I mean, Leto Atreides II becomes a sandworm.
yeah, no, he becomes the
becomes a
eternal
tumor
Lord
on
of
a sandworm.
Yeah, no.
I know this is about Order of the Phoenix. Sorry, guys, I just got to interject really quickly, but this just like grinds my gears. It's about Order of the Phoenix, but like if you're gonna split the last movie into two parts, why did you omit anything if you're saying you needed to do it justice and cutting things would ruin it? I just don't believe the showrunners. I just do not believe the people behind the splitting it. I flat out do not believe you, Warner Brothers, and the guys who did it, because I'm seeing a long list of shit that they cut out.
Oh,
and you got two movies to do it, bros. Like, what are you doing?
In the last
lied.
Harry Potter movie, the
Yeah.
Deathly Hallows.
Yeah.
I think they covered. They didn't cover everything, but there's a lot of extra stuff. Like, oh yeah, this is some of the Mobius Dune like concept.
Oh yeah,
That's kind of crazy. That's
this
cool.
is
It's way more colorful
insane.
than what we got with
Yeah.
no,
Bellevue.
it's trippy. A lot of that artwork and concept work is just trippy.
I actually don't hate it. It's just a very different vision than what we have.
Yeah.
It's like sci-fi used to be really colorful back in its heyday. So like,
did.
but this is really colorful for Mobius because he wasn't usually this expressive color-wise with some of his stuff. He's a little bit more gray tone, in my opinion.
Kind of
Sci-fi used to be on drugs, and we need to go back to those days.
It's like
Yeah.
you look
Sci-fi
at the
was more
old
interesting.
Elric of Melniboné style drawings that were done. Insanity.
True wild fantasy. What were you saying about Deathly Hallows though? Before I interrupted you with the Dune thing. Sorry about that.
Oh, me?
Yeah.
I think they covered a lot. Like there was a lot of stuff in the book that wasn't necessarily. It would have been really hard to convey cinematically. There was a lot of internal stuff going on with Harry in that book, even more than normal, and it would have been really hard to portray that in a way different than how they did in the film. I think they adapt the worst adaptation of all the movies. It's not the worst movie, I don't think, but it's the worst adaptation of the original books is the Half-Blood Prince, because while it is not one of the longest books, it is so dense with story, and they cut so much to fit it into the movie.
We can get into it more, but there's quite a few things in Half-Blood Prince that had they kept would have helped the Deathly Hallows movie, because it gives you the foundation for Harry and company's deductions for what the other Horcruxes are.
Yeah, because there was a lot of like they spent a long time trying to this whole portion, like as slow as part 1 of Deathly Hallows can be, especially like in that camping portion. It's way slower in the book itself. They spend a lot of time just not being hunted or trying to avoid being hunted, and so that makes sense.
Well, just off the top of the head here, there's Creature's backstory, Dumbledore's past, extended camping and emotional strain, Godric's hollow visit, Bathilda's bag shot scene, Lupin's like a whole scene, Lupin's visit to Grimwald Place. Dursley's farewell, which he thanks Harry. That's a big thing to leave out.
They actually filmed that, and they should have kept it in.
And they should have. It was a great scene. It was a really good scene.
And that's just the first half. There's still the full Battle of Hogwarts. Why would you omit that? The Battle of Hogwarts. That sounds important. Dumbledore's full backstory again. Harry's use of the Resurrection Stone sounds important. King's Cross conversation with Dumbledore sounds important. Voldemort's death. You omitted that?
No.
What are we talking about?
But they changed it.
AC, what you're reading is not omissions; it's alterations. Some things you read
still.
are omitted. But
Still.
no, the biggest change they did was Voldemort's death, and it's the biggest mistake made in
It's
the
so
entire
bad.
franchise. It pisses me off to no end. It makes it really hard for me to enjoy the last part of that.
So,
of that
but and
movie.
Voldemort dies like a bitch.
And just to clarify, check this out. Warner Bros. Did not publicly credit any specific movie for why they did it. Here's the official reason. They said it's 100% story based. They just respect the story so much, guys. They love Harry Potter. They are such big Harry Potter fans that they said, we feel that the best way to do the book and its many fans justice is to expand the screen adaptation into 2 movies, to 2 parts. The Deathly Hallows is so rich. You see, it's such a rich story that they would never want to change in any way. And it's so dense, and it's such a dense story that there's so much that is resolved. That after discussing it with J.K. Rowling, which they called Jo. They used her first names to really soften it so that the fans understand, hey, we're friends with Jo. We're friends with Jo. Jo approves of these changes that we're definitely not going to make. They came to the conclusion that the 2 parts were needed to do it justice. To do it justice, guys. And they definitely didn't change anything, right?
They
got everything.
changed. They made one really bad change, and that again.
Yeah.
I'm going to save my full discussion of that for when we
Until the
eventually
movie. Yeah.
until
Yeah.
the movie, because it's a lot. But
It's
gonna
really
switch-
hard since we veered into the last.
yeah, we're
2,
kind of
but-
going. Well, fine.
Yeah.
Well, one more Mobius thing as a palate cleanser,
Yeah.
then we'll talk about Dragon.
Yes.
Okay. How about that?
And then we'll wait till Jared gets here and go back to Harry.
Let's let we're like kids. Like, you guys get your Mobius art. You're just calm down. You're fine,
Yeah.
dude.
Let's see it.
Look at these. Look at these characters. Look at Baron
Whoa.
Harkonnen, dude. I actually kind of dig this version of him. It's
He
as
actually-
horrifying
I dig it
as
too.
movies.
Yeah.
It's a little hard to tell who everybody else is. I kind of suspect up here I kind of think that might be Paul, but it's really hard to tell with the way they did the art in this one.
They really wanted. I mean, I guess Dune is. It's like it has some sci fantasy to it, but the magic system is just prescience, right? So it's
It
just
is
like knowing
undeniably
things.
a magic system, though. So
There is a magic system, yeah. Or the voice,
yeah, because
the
like
voice.
these are theoretical. I'm like, no, this is not something humanity can do. So sorry.
No,
Here we are.
no, like it's like Akashic record type stuff is the magic, and then there's the voice, which seems very random to me. I still don't fully understand how the voice ties in with the whole nature of how the prescient magic works. Like the Gunja bar, the poison, that's a poison. That's not even magic. So that makes sense. Have that be whatever fantasy poison you want.
The voice basically is just hitting a certain resonance, and some people have the capacity to do it. You hit a certain resonance, and it causes people to obey you. It basically tells your brain you're doing this right now. And of course, we are joined by Animation Overload. Welcome to the show, my friend. Did you get a chance to see some of our Mobius Dune art that we were looking at?
I don't think so. What you got?
I'll bring it back up.
Yeah,
Now,
we got some Mobius stuff.
you're looking at ships before, but I got some of the characters from Mobius's Dune, because he did an entire storyboard for the movie that never existed, and these were his character designs for a lot of the main cast.
Yeah.
It's pretty wild that this could have been what they were going for with a film for Dune.
I wonder if he
especially
wanted it
compared to the new one.
I wonder if he wanted it so colorful because of just like the muted nature of Dune in general.
Well, Mobius had a very colorful style anyway. So
Yeah. He went pretty wild. Like I showed some of the ships, and I think some of the ship designs actually did inform some modern design stuff that they did. But the colors were more colorful than this. So yeah, there was that. But yeah, no, it's a good time. I like looking at Mobius art. It was fun to learn about his history. You know, he joined a cult on some Pacific islands for like 5 years or 10 years or something like that.
As you do.
Yeah. Yep.
Children of
He worked at
Dune.
the movie strip.
Yeah, children. Oh, it's me over there. I gotta change mine now to Kahuna. That's what I always do. Let's see. Just so there's, clear difference here. See? There we go. Now there's no confusion as to, but anyway. Yeah, we were talking a little. Yeah, got a little woo. Woo! Oh, dang it. But we were talking a little Dune, a little bit of Harry Potter, a little bit of we were bouncing around with Harry Potter. We were just gonna get into dragons, so we're kind of like saving the bulk of the Harry Potter stuff for when Jared gets here. At least the juicy meat of it. But as far as like,
I have no idea what to draw, so just bear with me.
Have you seen Order of the Phoenix?
Yes.
Let's see. What's a good moment from Order of the Phoenix? Boys?
When Dumbledore is fighting Voldemort.
Yeah,
Easy.
That's straight up
peak.
Voldemort fight. Yeah.
Yeah, no,
That's
just take
that
all
scene.
the time in the world, AO. We need all of the fountain guards fighting. You need to do figures for all of those, every single one, which are great statues, given motion. Obviously, very easy to do.
Need all
as
the details.
all artists know.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
Dumbledore versus Voldemort, that'd be good.
The fight in the movie is great and it's visually stunning. I think it's better. It's cooler. It's more dynamic in the book. It's more dynamic. Like in the book, if you guys don't recall, at one point Voldemort shoots a killing curse at Dumbledore. Instead of dodging it or trying to block it with something, his Phoenix Fox just flies in front of him and swallows the killing curse, and then is reborn instantly as a little baby bird. But
that's kind of hilarious. So Phoenixes,
sick.
So Phoenixes are actually a good reason for any wizard to just keep around and have a familiar. Just for that reason, there's a killing curse. It absorbs a killing curse.
Yes, but they're pretty rare in universe, and their loyalty is really selective.
What they don't tell you is they're basically like cats. They just
they don't like almost anyone.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Except that I've never heard of a Phoenix trying to kill anyone besides the Basilisk in book 2.
Yeah.
But yeah, as far as dragons, like there's obviously like the basic idea kind of questions, like do you guys prefer like a more animalistic dragon or one that's more intelligent and able to transform or speak? Like there's a whole spectrum of how dragons are presented in stories.
Yeah.
Depends on the setting.
Yeah, that's true.
Setting. What is the story that we're trying to tell?
Yeah, what's the movie Dragonheart? Sean.
Yeah.
There's the
that's
dragon,
kind of a
right?
weird combination.
I prefer it that he's intelligent in that one, but it would be weird in like say Harry Potter for that.
Yeah.
There you go. We need dragons smart enough to help you con the local villagers.
Yeah.
I just can't. I think I have a bit of a bias towards the more intelligent dragons and less animalistic because of all the fantasy and stories that my family read me or I read growing up. Like the story of the dragon who was challenged, but he heard this Arab man was a powerful man, and what they meant in the story was political power, but the dragon doesn't see any difference. So he landed, and he figured the best way to get rid of the dragon was to boast and pretend, like posture, basically. I am obviously more powerful than you. So the whole story is about him tricking the dragon into doing the tasks that were too easy for him, and it's great. It's great. It's fantastic.
I think with dragons.
Yeah, I think intelligent dragons are good when you're doing the same thing Tolkien was doing and kind of using dragons.
Yeah, I grew up with the Hobbit animated film, and so like Smaug was cool. So I guess I leaned more towards he's intelligent, but he's not like intellectual, I guess.
Well, and you think about it this way too. If you have intelligent dragons, even let's just take generic D&D world and put intelligent dragons in there. what ends up happening is you now have a higher species that exists than humanoids because they're impossibly ancient. They
they're usually magic. They're very large and imposing, and then if they're also intelligent and like have sentience, it does kind of it shifts the power a little bit, because if a dragon is just an animal, even a magically powerful animal in a fantasy story, then but a human's intelligence and like coordination of humans is usually enough to overcome or at least keep them at bay.
Yeah.
Speaking of dragons, yo Draco, how you doing?
What up, Draco? We were
a
just
dragon
talking
would
dragons.
have to be like a kaiju or something in order for it to be like a significant threat.
Yeah.
Like a force of nature almost.
I have limited time to talk about dragons.
Limited time?
Yes. Because
Okay,
there's mac and cheese cooking. I'll be back after the mac and cheese is
Never
done.
mind, I take it back.
For sure. Hey, you're welcome all night, brother. But we're just talking dragons really quick. Since you got limited time, go ahead and before we get into like House of the Dragon talk, tell everybody, do you prefer smart dragons that can talk, or do you prefer like bestial dragons?
I definitely prefer some talkative dragons.
Talkative?
Yeah, I do like the smart dragons. They can be characters in themselves, and plus it's just cool to have a talking dragon.
Yeah, I would agree with that. I was telling
we were talking about some of the problems with that is that if it's just a normal fantasy story, if a dragon is also intelligent, it suddenly makes them the apex creature, like being instead of humans,
of the whole world.
In many ways.
Ultimate high fantasy dragon. I'll tell you.
Say that again, animation? What?
Ultimate high fantasy Dragon Tales. You know, it was the shit. I'll tell you.
That's high fantasy.
That is high fantasy, dude. That was some kid high fantasy shit right there. That's some good stuff.
Listen, if you want to deal with the dragons being the apex predators, just put them in Cyberpunk. Shadowrun dragons. Ooh. They run corporations now, so you don't have to. So you don't have to go hunt them down, and they can stay in their place if they got other powers to check them.
See, seriously, look what humans do to other humans on this planet, just by virtue of our like insidious human brains. Now you put something like that insidious human brain inside of a timeless, ancient, like demigod reptilian body.
Reptilian body. I'm going to keep that in the back of my head.
Oh, I said body, but there you go. Maybe works.
They're amphibians. I don't know.
Just the timeless nature, right? What happens if you what if you just cram the spirit of a human inside of a dragon and let it live forever to do whatever machinations?
I also kind of I appreciate when because dragons shouldn't think that, especially if they're these powerful sentient dragons, they shouldn't think like humans. They should be very, very different in the way that they view the world and view, because
they're not human.
They're not human.
Yeah,
their natures are different.
The core thought process running through every dragon's mind should be, I love gold.
Or I'm hungry. That's what I would do. I'm hungry and horny. That's what my dragons would be. It's like, listen, I can talk.
AC is just a dragon from
where are your riddles now?
Yeah, my dragons would be no nonsense. No, like, okay, you can maybe there's a couple are riddly, right? Like the classic ones, just for fun. But like for the most part, really, let's think about what a giant, smart reptile would be thinking and feeling. Maybe it's ancient, it's smarter than you, it's seen everything, and it's just like, I'm hungry, and like, what can you what do you have to offer me? Let's get this over with. Like, I have no patience at all for this monkey that wandered into my cave. What are you supposed to be? Can I eat you yet? Are you done talking? You know what I mean? That's just like what I'm thinking.
Listen, as long as the dragons don't act like Dulcie, I'm fine.
Yeah, act like what?
They don't act like Dulcie. We're good.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Or no, like and then like you have obviously like the most cherub version of dragons, which is Kaguya-sama Dragon Maid, that one. Or not that. What is it? Oh, the manga. What is it called? Anyway,
I know what you're talking about.
You know what I'm talking about, yeah.
Yeah, dragon.
Anyway, she's a dragon, but she's usually just a girl with like horns and then like a tail, and that's usually
okay. Hold on,
what a dragon is.
I got it.
Kobayashi.
I figured it out.
You figured it out?
I figured it out. The best dragon is the kind that grants wishes. The dragon
That's
from
a
Dragon
genie,
Ball.
doofus.
Oh my goodness, the Dragon Genie.
Shinron?
That is a good idea.
Or are you
yeah.
talking about
Yeah,
Parunga?
thank you.
Yeah, he's talking. Oh yeah, which one?
Which one?
I mean,
Shinron or
either. I
Parunga?
mean, they both do the same thing, but
Yeah, Dragon Spirit. Yeah,
Shenron
Yeah, but
because
one
he'd
hit,
be the dragon
so-
of Earth.
that's cool. I like that. I like that style. I like that. So that would be
Also,
a
Zen
sentient.
music for King Kai never being resurrected, even though Goku
Yeah.
keeps promising to resurrect him.
Yeah, yeah.
He's like, "Oh, I'll get there, buddy. Any day now. I
Yeah.
promise."
It's
You,
like-
guy, you can make your own wishes. Get out of here.
It's like
To
the
be
Also,
fair,
more
American-
sad
Goku is
music
just
for the
stupid
fact
enough,
that-
maybe he's actually forgotten.
Also, more sad music
Like
for the fact that
Launch.
even though he's dead, King Kai still has to clock in for work as a Kai.
Yeah. That's,
Like, we know that Kai's
hell.
train up replacements and retire, but King Kai, no, he's not allowed to.
That was a good
He's not allowed to
observation. Spirit,
retire.
Death is more of
divine,
an office job in Dragon Ball anyway.
divine spirit dragons were a good observation, brother. That's a good one.
Mhm.
But that's
Also,
like
what a
sentient,
dragon is conceptually in different fiction is interesting too. There's some fiction that says a dragon is anything beyond the ability of humans to confront. That's
I
what
want
that's what a
Peach
couple
Dragon.
series I've read have considered it.
Yeah.
Others have considered a dragon anyone who
Uh,
is the complete master of their domain.
Well,
Kind of like
the-
Kahuna.
that first hilarious. That's amazing. Based. Wait, hold on. That first definition that you said. This based is for you, by the way, Kahuna.
Based.
Ooh.
That first definition that you said is actually what I've been kind of doing with RK is like I don't have I do so the traditional like fire dragon wyvern thing that you guys might imagine is the like summer jungle, you know, the wet jungle variant of it with like that's where you get something like that. But like I'm thinking I'm gonna do what Kahuna said with the definition, and it's just like it's really just the title for any crazy big creature thing that becomes the apex
And
predator.
anything
of
that is
each
beyond
biome.
a human's ability to confront. Yeah.
Yeah. So the winter, like the Arctic polar dragon is just a woolly, like it's like a woolly T-Rex with huge tusks. And it's a dragon. That's my ice dragon. And then like the water
That's
version
cool.
is like a leviathan, right?
The woolly T-Rex, yeah.
Yeah. So
Everybody loves the woolly T-Rex. We all love him. His
Yeah.
name, Tiny. Anyway,
tiny. Anyway,
His
But yeah,
is Billy.
I'm excited to do all those different dinosaurs. Shout outs to animation. He actually helped me think of the woolly T-Rex originally. I think I remember that night.
nice.
But we were just gonna touch on House of the Dragon a little bit. Lord Draco.
Master of the lore,
yeah.
maester, so to say.
He's like the
I'm
historian.
only a
maester.
maester. I'm wearing even gray today.
Oh,
Perfect.
there you go.
Yes.
I just need a chain.
Yeah.
We got some new discoveries in the George Martin universe. Basically, even though the show has gone full on into non-canon, fan fiction,
We're off the map completely.
it's gone. But we can still look at some of the little crusty nuggets that they may have left behind. One of those I noticed was there's a character that asked one of the head septons or whatever of the faith something about how they use the faith. Is it like something they need to be worried of because like the queen just conquered the city or whatever? So she's like, do I got to worry about you religious guys? Basically, how do you guys use it? And in no uncertain terms in the dialogue, they basically revealed that they compared it to dragons. So how does the faith use the religion? Well, just like you guys use dragons, of course, to conquer everybody as a weapon. So that's kind of confirmed. And so that like kind of goes with the whole like Maester conspiracy plot thing. We saw more green men this season, so that's kind of like double confirmed. Like
green men.
I think that's the clever symbolism that George R.R. Martin is trying to allude to. Is there is definitely some sort of alien event that took place long ago. So all these little play on words like green men, And the little green men are the children of the forest. Those are the little green men, like Martians. But it's actually an inversion.
Now those are just midgets.
Those are the natives. Those are like the native fauna. I've been explaining this to Draco. He knows all this. He's probably been sick of hearing about the werewood truth. I figured out the true religion of Westeros and the magic and stuff. But that's neither here nor there. Understanding all this, like we can start spotting all this stuff. And so there's some things like that confirmed, but at the same time, they've also like done just a little bit of work in like the nettles department, right, Draco, of like trying to fix a couple things, maybe, but I don't think that's going to get fixed.
They've gone into full fan fiction territory. Can you guys hear the voices in the background, by the way?
No, you're good.
Okay, good.
Yeah,
I turned up my noise cancellation because they're just yelling out there. I don't know how, but
I only hear the voices in my head.
We're only 4 episodes in, but I can say it clearly. Really, season 3 is a sink.
It is, yeah. There's gonna be
bad because like I still liked season 2, even though there were a lot of problems. But damn, that sucks.
Yeah, I can confidently say it's probably going to be a sink as well. There's a couple cool moments, but they're not cool enough. Like that dragon fight at sea that they opened the season with, very cool, so different that it just throws off the cool thing, and it's like, yeah, it's just like eye popping, but not right, you know. Cool, like good job, guys. But if they do something cool before the end, yeah. I've got my eyes peeled for this event where like Adam of Hull, right? Is that Adam of Hull? Or am I thinking of the different one? Adam.
I mean, there's Adam and there's Alan. Alan is the one without the dragon.
Alan's the one without the dragon. Okay, Adam. I'm waiting for Adam to go and talk to the Green Men because they're probably going to reveal some more stuff there. There's this whole scene, like in the history books, apparently one of the new dragon riders goes and talks to the Green Men, and nobody knows what they talked about. But right after he goes and talks to them, raises an entire army. Right after he talks to the Green Men, raises an entire army behind this dragon rider, and then goes to a battle and dies. So it kind of just looks like they gassed him up to do that. And that's probably what's going to happen.
We just told him to go get some milk. I don't know what the hell happened.
Yeah, I don't know why he raised an army and
he met one of their women. She said it'd be really cool if you went and started.
I don't even know if we're gonna
Israeli honeypot. Yeah,
I was thinking
if we're gonna get that. They're doing. No, don't go for that one. You'll end up turning blue. But I don't know if we're gonna get like they're doing Tumbleton all weird. Like Ormond Hightower is there. They're already in the town. It's like the first battle's going to be different. And I don't even know.
Well, and it's
I have no idea. I can't predict it. Like I had some idea from the book and the show, but the little change from season 1, we're still like on track. But ever since the Battle of the Gullet, the first episode, we were like just completely off the map entirely.
Yeah.
Like we skipped the Red Fort. We
by
skipped
necessity,
the fish feed.
they have to like expand things a bit for the show more, leave out some ambiguity in the books because it just doesn't work in the show as well. But they've gone so far off script now.
Yeah. Remember, we didn't get the fish feed, and Pritchard was begging for it. He was excited.
I was waiting. I was like,
all we got it was a song.
Yeah, the song. The song was kind of cool, but a Trollus wants to know how your mac and cheese is doing, brother.
The mac and cheese is still cooking. It's in the oven.
Yeah, there we go. All right, so you got good mac and cheese cooking then. It's not like some boily stuff. It's like some good stuff in the oven. Yeah. Dang, I'm jealous. I'm so jealous. They skipped a bunch of battles. Now they're building up to this one battle, which I guess it was a big battle in the history books. But I don't know. Maybe you can
huge.
There's
2 of them.
Huge. And it's just like this. I don't know. They did Ormond embed himself within the civilians in the histories?
No.
I remember.
No. From what I remember, Ormond when one dies during the first battle of Templeton. And then it's all chaos from there.
Wait, so nobody like embeds themselves in with the civilians?
I mean, there was some of
detail.
that. There was some of that, but they did it secretly. Like the blacks were in charge of Templeton for the first battle.
Darn blacks.
Whoa! And then after that first battle, the treason happens. The Greens take it, and then there was that whole mess that's in between with the Caltrops. Then the second battle happens. Yeah.
And it's all for a market town, right? This port city.
Well, yeah, it's a market town. It's also on the path to King's Landing, which was the whole point of taking Templeton.
Yeah.
King's Landing didn't even exist before Aegon showed up.
I know.
Like I love reading the history books. It's like, yep, they built this crappy wooden fortress for a little bit, and was like the city was already overflowing in its earliest days. I'm like, oh, it didn't get any better.
No. So yeah, that's kind of where we're at, is pure fan fiction spec, and I think you nailed it, Draco. What really stood out to me by what you said is you're like, I can't predict it. I think I'm pretty sure that's what the showrunners are trying to go for. They're at this point, they know that they have lost real fans who would have otherwise cared about this. So I think what they're going for now is they're just going to bend George R.R. Martin over so hard that it comes full circle. And he essentially, we don't know where the show's going to go. Hell, they might even just like have Rhaenyra survive all the way to the end and die of old age for all they care. Why not?
Which would be funny, because it would contradict even the HBO Game of Thrones adaptation.
Exactly.
Because Joffrey actually mentions Rhaenyra. The dance gets mentioned in the show and the fate. So it's like, wow, that's gonna really throw it off.
Yeah, the way she dies is already spoiled because she's supposed to be eaten by the King's Dragon. That is what's supposed to happen. And they killed the King's Dragon last season. So,
and like even the book, like the dragon's basically crippled, but it's not dead yet.
No,
right. In the show, it looks pretty dead, but they did do this thing where they went out of their way to have the king visit his dead dragon. It looks pretty dead. It's like sitting there. It's been there for weeks and months, right? With its mouth hanging open, dead. Like he even goes, "Oh, it's just sleeping." And in this universe, you can, resurrect things with blood magic and stuff like that. So the possibilities there. Yeah,
and
they don't.
And some of the ones who maybe would have known were some of the dragon trainers. They might have known some of the old magic of Valyria, or some of the older Targaryens. But just that knowledge a lot of that knowledge is already lost when Valyria fell. And even more of it as this whole dance went on and on.
Yeah.
Shit, send Daemon to fucking Ashai to just learn some ancient magic, right? That would be a good unifying thing between the two families. Like, brother, or what is it? Is it his brother or his uncle? No, it's his uncle. He's like, uncle, my dragon's dead. And he's like, damn, that sucks. He's like, yeah, help. And he's like, okay, because I love dragons. Okay. And then the war's done. He flies to Ashai, brings back a red priest. They resurrect the dragon. See, this is how you go off the rails, HBO. You just forget everything George Martin wrote and just do whatever you want.
Well,
since you're already doing that.
They're doing the fan fiction thing, obviously, but what do you guys think is their end goal? Like, what are they trying to do with this series?
They want
is this like, oh, we get to make dragon shows with like lesbian queens, it's perfect. Yes.
Right.
Is that like what, like, is there an end goal here? Like, Draco, are they going to use the excuse that things aren't
just dragging their knuckles?
Yeah, I believe that.
I don't know. It's like the whole thing is more of a soap opera with Rhaenyra and Alicent, and you just got this extra stuff tacked on. Yeah. Like, man, they didn't
Days of Our House. We'll be back in a moment.
Yeah. They didn't even do Dare on the Daring right. Like, man.
Yeah. Everything, dude. They just fucked everything up. I think the plan is so it's an undisputed fact. love him or hate him, George Martin is probably the most successful American creative. Like, there's an argument to be made for Brandon Sanderson and stuff, but just like for some reason, George's universe is absolutely ravenous. It is ravenous. It is like a modern Star Wars, and it's the only thing that can be compared to that. None of Sanderson's
and it's
shit
being
can be
treated like modern Star Wars too.
Well, right.
Well,
Sanderson may be
yeah.
getting that treatment here soon, though. There's talks
He
about
could.
adapting Stormlight into a show, and I don't know how they could do Stormlight.
You got to do it
is such
perfect.
a hard. No, like how do we like Stormlight? The entire planet that they're on, Roshar, doesn't have dirt. It's all made of rock, and every animal is some kind of crustacean. The entire way life functions on Roshar is completely different. Every building is built to withstand a storm that always goes one direction. I don't know how they're going to adapt it.
Yeah,
If it's
and it has to be
live action,
perfect.
sounds insane.
Because okay, look, they adapted Halo. Why aren't we talking about Halo? They adapted
Halo's garbage.
They adapted George R.R. Martin's other stuff, but all we do is talk shit about it, and everybody hates him for some reason. And let me tell you, I
They did
suspect
Dune, so
it's partially because he hasn't finished his stuff, sure, but the real hatred comes from the fact that he keeps handing the keys to these other assholes that
I don't
give a
think
fuck.
it's his choice entirely.
I
I think he
you're
likes
right.
to get in on the start of projects, but he doesn't like to see them through to the finish. Or maybe they push him out. We don't really know for sure what
They definitely
dynamics
push him
are.
out. This happened in the Game of Thrones show. They slowly talked to him less and less, and just kind of let George Martin drift away from the Game of Thrones show. And then this time they pushed him out with House of the Dragon. They literally were like promising him everything in order to get the keys. And as soon as he handed over the keys and told them a few little tiddly bit nuggets, like about the Green Man, for example, and some other stuff, they just ran away, and they literally said, fuck you. And literally he's not on speaking terms with them anymore, Kahuna. He is not on speaking terms with them.
You know what's going to happen now, though?
They're
The
gonna
same thing is going to happen to a Knight of the Seven Kingdoms.
yep. And if
Yeah,
that's
when we get past the three novellas.
man. No, man.
I mean, they're already doing little changes like Bandits of the Brown Shield.
Yeah.
That's why this show, House of the Dragon, needs to be reviewed into the ground. It needs to be destroyed. As cool as the dragons are, this show needs to be Dracarys with fire until it stops moving.
Season 1 was so damn
they need
good,
to
too.
shoot the
It
spear
was,
at the
yeah.
dragon out of thin air.
I mean,
I'm sorry, Supergirl. I know you have a new career now because you were a Targaryen for like half of a season, but you suck as Supergirl and the show sucks. I'm sorry, Allison Hightower. You did pretty good. Not going to lie. That was actually pretty solid, Allison Hightower, but they made you do a lot of dumb shit, so now your career must be destroyed. Dracarys. I'm sorry, Aim in One Eye. You got some pretty awesome drip, and you were willing to hang dong on screen when Ormond Hightower wouldn't even hang dong on screen. So respect. You got Mama Nana Vagar, but your career must be destroyed as well. Dracarys.
Also, can we acknowledge how strange of a human being he is, like just visually?
Very weird. Yeah.
He's a perfect Targaryen for that
Matt-
reason, but he's a
Matt
very
Smith?
odd duck.
Matt Smith, you're Doctor Who, but I'm sorry, Dracarys. There you go. Like that's the
Matt
show needs to
Smith
die.
has done no wrong in this show.
He's been great. He's just been doing what they tell him.
His acting has been top notch. It's been really,
It's been good.
yeah.
Yeah.
And now they're like, hey, what if you dreamed about your mom and had weird
Yeah.
things? And
Yeah.
what if we expanded on the crap nobody cared about from the book, or got rid of other things altogether? Also, it's like somehow like they tried so hard to make him the bad guy, and people still loved him.
They loved him. He's the rogue prince, bro. That's George's favorite
They
character.
got to do it because they won't let Rhaenyra be the bad guy at all.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah.
So all the bad things has to be either a misunderstanding or just someone else. And Damon is a
Exactly.
really
I don't
good
like it.
scapegoat.
Yeah.
I'm not even a big fan of George R.R. Martin. Like, I like his Dunk and Egg books out of everything else he's written.
They're good.
At least in this universe. I don't know about his other work, but man, there's just, at least with Fire and Blood, these characters had agency. They owned who they were, even if they were terrible. They just don't. All of the Greens are dysfunctional, and Rhaenyra is trying to be the good queen like Daenerys, even though she's been raised as a spoiled, sheltered aristocrat for years, but she's acting on behalf of the small folk.
Doesn't make sense. Yeah. does
Like
not
even
make sense.
Nasaria is
And that's,
just
that's,
trying to
that's
be
not
like
even
a light.
historically always inaccurate.
Right.
You'll occasionally historically see someone who was raised in privilege but was still compassionate towards those who were in a lesser position than he was.
Yeah.
It's happened. It happened. So, but it doesn't feel right in the show because they're boning everything else. So.
Yeah, it's strange because in another show I would like this. I like having a clear cut protagonist, good guys and bad guys and all that. But it's like this isn't George's work. So it's like as much as I would want the Greens to be the cackling evil bad guys of the whole story, one, it's not George's work. So you're messing up an artist's work. You shouldn't do that. And two, it just doesn't work in this universe.
And it's like I'm not even entirely against altering something to make it more cinematic. Or at least I'm not wholeheartedly against it because I've seen movies and shows where it was or changes were made that were a good thing. But it needs to be done for a good purpose and for artistry. And it just, in this case, it's being done for politics and vanity.
Yeah.
Yeah. What were you saying, animation? I missed what you said.
I was just saying it's mostly the intent behind the change, like Kahuna went on and said.
Yeah. Black Snape was okay. That's a good change, right, guys? Like that's exactly out of the books. It's faithful.
I love it. It really adds to that scene in the book where it's in his past. It's just like, man, something about he has a bad look about him. There's something about the way he looks.
Oh my god, dude! Something about the way he looks.
So bad.
That description, yeah. Oh my god.
So is the implication that all vampires are black?
That's the fact that he exists, I suppose.
It's so bad.
Yeah, why would they do that? And like the Brown Knight, did you bring up the Brown Knight, Draco? For
yeah, I brought up the Brown Knight.
Yeah,
Harry,
yeah.
Why are you suspicious of Snape? I don't know. I just got a feeling about him.
Something about the way he looks.
I know it's the way he walks or something. I don't know.
Yeah, dude. Oh, the jokes write themselves, guys. I was
first day of class. He just has a watermelon on his desk.
Oh my god. Ugh. There's so many.
Plate of fried chicken.
That's another show that needs to be booed into the ground. I don't care. Like, here's the thing. That's kind of where I'm getting at. Is like, there's probably some good actors. That kid that they cast for Harry and stuff. Innocent little kid. He's probably excited to play Harry. Whatever. There's probably some good teachers in there that are going to be great actors. But sorry, because of where they're clearly showing the show, it needs to be booed off stage. Boo it off stage. And I learned my lesson with House of the Dragon. So like if Knight of the Seven Kingdoms really decides to like start walking this walk, I'm done. Booing it off stage. I don't care how cool some of the stuff is. I don't care how endearing the relationship between Dunk and Egg is. Oh, that's what they're selling you on in order to fucking capture your soul. So
I'm sorry. I'm trying to look up something, and because I heard about this when doing research for older comics the other day. My mother loved this comic growing up called Elf Quest, and it's one of the most unique, strange little
I've heard about it.
fantasy stories ever written. And I believe I read somewhere that George R.R. Martin helped her with some adaptation stuff and some working with television people because he did some writing for that Beauty and the Beast TV show back in the day.
I think
Beauty and the Beast TV show.
Yeah, George R. R. Martin wrote it.
That's where he started. Dude, it has
I don't think Elf Quest ever got adapted into anything. I think
no, but the woman who wrote it really, really wanted it to.
Right.
She spent years, like she did 2,000 plus pages of storyboard, like out of her own time. She wasn't even writing her own book for a while for that.
That's a storyboard is as good as a movie. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, truly.
Beauty
and the Beast. It was with the guy. Oh, what's his face? Hellboy.
Oh, yeah, that guy.
The actor.
Perlman?
What's his
God?
Perlman.
Ron Perlman.
Yeah,
yeah.
He was the Beast. And, like he was living in a sewer under like in a big city. It was weird, dude. It was.
It looked like weird. Thundercats.
He did, yeah. I'm so glad someone else knows about this.
I know what you're talking about.
You got the
Perlman as Thundercat.
You know, one of the most interesting, like the more insightful things I've learned about George R. R. Martin is based off of a long conversation he had that was recorded with Stephen King, of all people. And they had this very, very long conversation. You can probably find it on YouTube. It's really good. I might link it to the video afterwards.
Hell yeah. Well, but anyway, my whole thing I was trying to get at but I kept getting caught up in rants is I'm pretty sure these damn bad faith showrunners they know what they have captured in a bottle. They're like, we have George R. R. Martin on a leash. And so it's like having Star Wars on a leash. It's like having Lord of the Rings on a leash. Look what they did with Rings of Power and Star Wars too. Like, the power of many. Power of many. So
new hit single.
What they're going to do is they're going to keep the money train going as long as humanly possible. They are destroying as much whatever they need to. It's not even about their it is about their vanity project, but like they need to destroy as many of the lore bits that are keeping them contained in a box as possible. And then once that's knocked off, they don't have a cage anymore, and they can essentially do exactly what you were describing earlier. Oh, this is our lesbian queen show with dragons. They're gonna scissor while dragons fight, and then there's magic, and then there's witches. This chick literally walks on screen and screams, "I'm a witch." That's literally her thing. She just says, "I'm a witch." That's her catchphrase.
She's just a Twitch streamer.
Oh, River.
Yeah,
Alice Rivers.
Alice Rivers, yeah. For no reason. She's just like, "I'm a witch." It's like, why is the scene here? Why did you write this?
That scene shouldn't even be there because the
you turned me into a newt.
Should be at the gullet.
I got better.
Yeah. The whole thing, dude. That's what I'm getting at. It's like, it's not the fact that she says I'm a witch. You can have that half-handedly wherever the fuck you want. But you wrote a whole scene where she just does that. That's all she scene. And this is just witch lesbian queen fantasy is what's going on. And now it's even at the part where they're stuffing dudes like Ormond Hightower and
I actually appreciate I appreciate the honesty. Lesbians are witches, and witches are evil. So it's good to good to just put it all out there.
Witches get bitches.
For Alice though, she does kind of become a queen later. I mean, like in Martin's history. What in the snarf is that?
Yeah,
that is Ron Perlman from Beauty and the Beauty and the Beast TV.
He's
show.
the Beast, brother. Ron Perlman. Beast.
I don't think he looked very different here, actually.
He definitely looks.
We need to post this on like modern
bit
furry art
that.
forums and be like, "Is this what you guys really want?"
This is what you guys really wanted, isn't it? Was this George Martin doing this?
Yes.
Yes, he wrote for this show quite a bit.
Oh man,
hey, Jared, we're looking at a masterpiece of costume and makeup right now.
Oh, Ron Perlman, the man himself.
Yeah, from Beauty. You know about? Did you watch this back in the day,
bro? I was.
Yeah.
I remember when the show was like on primetime.
Oh, it's so bad, dude.
You always underestimate how old I am.
That's true. That's true.
How old are you?
Well, you're
48.
like 30, right?
48.
Whoa. Wait, say that again.
48.
Oh shit, you're younger than I thought
because
you
his
were.
kids are the same
good.
age as my kids. That throws everything off. That's why.
Well, it's his hair. Like the fact that his hair is all gray and
Oh, dude, I've been going gray
there's
since
not
I
a
was
whole lot of
25.
it. It's like, okay, is he going gray now? So that put him in his 50s? No, apparently he's in his 40s. It's like, oh, okay.
Yeah, no, I take after my grandpa. I started going gray when I was 25.
Yeah, no. Everything I've learned from science says that if you want to know what kind of hair you're gonna have, you have to look at your mother's father. Genetically, that seems to be where a lot of guys get their hair for some reason.
I refuse to believe my hair will ever get like that.
Bill, you're like 3 years away from all of it falling out. I'm sorry, I hate to be the one to tell you.
No, I'm not.
Oh,
And now-
Lord.
Now that
Yeah.
Christman is here, we can jump back to Harry Potter.
Well, bro, Pritchard, before you jump back into Potter, there was one thing I wanted to finish.
Please
See,
do.
Alice Rivers is truly a witch. See, in the history, after the dance, she becomes a problem for Aegon III and the Regency. She basically takes Harrenhal with a bunch of troops from the war, basically broken veterans and such, and basically declares herself Queen of Harrenhal, and uses her magic to basically kill anyone that comes in and tries to demand it from her. We don't know what happens after that, but allegedly she also has a kid with Aemon, which no one knows what happens. Martin has not written
it's like
back.
them hooking up
isn't
even really confirmed in the histories either. So it's just like it's rumored, but it's not.
Yeah.
So they could go anywhere with it.
The kid is Aemon's, but what is true is that she basically becomes a problem during the Regency period.
Gotcha. Which is fine. It's just like it's like hearing Kahuna describe the thing earlier with the like lesbian queens and stuff. I'm like, that is literally 100% what they're doing. It's like destroying culture and replacing it with. It doesn't even matter if people like the show. You just need to flood our minds with things that you're interested in. And since George Martin has a world that has blood magic in it, you guys are a bunch of occult fucking freaks that eat babies in the Epstein files. And so you get your hands on this fucking show and you put people like Emma Darcy, God bless her lesbian soul. God bless it. God bless you, Emma Darcy, for your great acting, but your poor life choices.
Nothing good happens at Harrenhal. Nothing.
Right.
No.
Right. But like they get their hands on this and then they just smear their religious beliefs all over it. George is trying to write a book over here and tell a story. And then they get their hands on it and they're like, I'm a witch. We're lesbian queens. We're going to destroy this culture and do whatever the fuck we want. And rub it in your face.
I know nothing about that living where I live.
Yeah, Washington.
Have scissors been invented yet?
So fill me in on a bit of a lore detail because I've only read the main books that have been published, and I'm pissed off at George, so I refuse to read any of the rest of it. How long between? Because I assume we're talking about the House of the Dragon.
Yeah.
So how long between where the House of the Dragon and when Harrenhal gets melted?
It was melted already.
It was melted by
really?
wasn't it Aegon the First, like the Conqueror?
Yes.
Oh, so Harrenhal's already been.
Yeah, it was destroyed like immediately after it was done being built.
Yes.
Okay.
It's my understanding, Jarrod, that, and here's the magical occult side of this, is Harren is kind of like Harrenhal, King Harren the Black, the dreadful, the evil King Harren. Think of it, it evokes imagery of like King Herod, like Herod's demise from the Bible, like this bad, oppressive king, right? Nebuchadnezzar type. Who
I never caught that either. I didn't. AC, thank you for making that connection. I didn't make that connection either. But King Herod was also a builder. He built a lot of monuments in his time, like the real version.
Yes,
so
sir.
that's a great connection. I never made it.
George is being respectful with the symbolism. Like, yes, Daenerys has a whole bunch of like Vedic symbolism, Christian symbolism, Mother Goddess, pagan, all of it. But it's all very respectful. That's why everybody is so sure she's a good guy. And the show, that's why it pissed people off, because of the way he writes these characters. He's being respectful. So Harrenhal, it's like the folly of King Harren. Mm-hmm. He had like countless slaves that he just literally forced. He literally forced this project in the most biblical way you can ever imagine. He needed the biggest hall. It needed X amount. It needed X amount of this, X amount of that. It needed to be twice as tall as everything else. You know what I mean? He was building his freaking like monument from slaves. People were just like dying as they were building it. So it's like it became a blood ritual because of how many people were dying as they were making it. So the whole thing is a giant occult altar. And the moment it was done, Aegon the Conqueror shows up. And there you go. Cooked them all inside of it. And so it was sealed with fire. That was like signing the name on the occult symbol. So
Gotcha.
yeah, and instead of doing anything cool like that, the showrunners are just gonna like destroy George's shit and just have people say I'm a witch on screen just because they think they're witches. So that's where I'm at. Epstein file people, you know.
Jeez.
Perfect.
Leave it to Hollywood to just put it right on the nose.
And I think that's why George is kind of like not on speaking terms with these people. I really don't like to think. I don't think George is eating babies. You know, maybe he's a big guy, but you know, but
a healthy appetite.
Get in my belly.
he doesn't have any kids, and he's been married for like this whole time. So
He's married?
that is something. Yeah, he has a
Yeah.
wife, which is, you know, weirdly enough, she's a tarot reader like my wife. So it makes me wonder if she's helped him with a lot of the symbolic stuff.
Wait, George is married?
Yeah, and has been this whole time and doesn't have any kids.
Time. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Huh.
It doesn't come across as very much of a romantic relationship. If
Not
I'm
at all.
honest, but
No, not at all.
yeah.
They
It's
do
hard-
seem like they care.
It's hard to have
If-
a romantic relationship with someone else when you love yourself that much.
Yes, exactly.
If
And I
Gurm
suspect
can
they
be
both love
married,
themselves.
if George R.R. Martin is married, there's hope for all of us boys.
It's true. That is true.
But not you, Bill. Everybody else.
I have accepted my fate.
It's
we can
okay.
move-
That's why you have cats for all that romantic. Anyway,
They
gonna
are
go
not
there.
my cats. They are circuses.
Anyway, I have a
Circus cats?
picture of one of
Did they
one
come
of.
from Flea Circus?
Wait, what was that?
Did they come from a flea circus?
Oh yes. I have a picture of one of Bill's cats here. The romantic one. There we go. There it is. There's Bill's cat.
That is not one of my cats. Oh,
Wow,
Lordy,
look out.
Lord. It's not one of
It
my
still
cats.
has
It's
its
not one
tail,
of
it's the whole-
Circus's
it's the whole
cats.
I mean, to be fair, Ron did look better as Vincent than he does in real life.
That's not all. Yeah, in real life, he looks. I'm like, no wonder they're always putting him in costume and masks and makeup. We're so mean to Ron Perlman now. It's like it's a weird thing. I'm never really upset when I see him in a movie. Like he doesn't always make every film he's in, but I'm never upset when I see him.
I'm
good
always
character
upset. I'm always upset when I see him outside of a movie and he starts talking.
Yes.
Oh
Then
yeah,
I
yeah. No,
then I
you
shut
don't
off
have
the
to
TV.
listen to what he's saying.
But anytime, yeah, inside of a story where he's being told what to say by people who are competent, then yes, good job.
He's got a great
job, Ron.
voice too.
Sons of Anarchy, very good.
I love in the
Very
that
good.
old Stephen King movie where he's that one of the cops who gets killed by
Oh,
the
it was a
alien slaughter.
sleepwalker or something. Or...
Yeah, so sleepwalkers or skinwalkers, whatever that one's called.
Sleepwalkers.
Yeah, he's a cop. Like that movie is star-studded, by the way, for no reason. There's no
It's
reason.
got Mark Hamill in it.
Yeah, Mark Hamill. Like this whole long list of like big name celebrities, and it's the worst movie of all time. Billy Judd, I hate to break it to you, we're probably not seeing any returning actors or actresses in the HBO show.
Yeah.
The good news is that that show may never happen. So there's that.
Boo it
Oh,
off
yeah.
stage. Boo it off stage. We can't even let these things let them burn all their money initially and then just boo it off stage. Just seriously, guys, we need to start doing. I don't even know how we do that. It kind of feels like our government, actually, where it's like they're like, oh no, you guys have a choice, you can vote, and then like stuff just happens anyway. So it's just like, I don't know, reject it every chance you get, boo it off stage, tell your friends how freaking stupid it is, and it's just by virtue where it's not the same as the book. Like it's that simple, right?
Yeah.
That's kind of where we're at. Like very rarely does something actually do something good and change it. Like
I love AO's Doctor Who hands that he's given to like I'm getting very much like the Grinch vibes from our Slytherin here, from our beautiful little Voldemort. I love it. It's great. It's
Yeah.
fun.
it's good stuff. Yeah. This is probably one of his best pieces so far.
Oh,
from what I've
composition
seen.
is fire. Yeah.
It's very good. Yeah, this is
Yeah,
a very
no,
good piece. Yeah.
I love his style too. You got the thin neck, the giant head, and then the hands and the body positions and everything. You should make Dumbledore more buff when you start adding your final lines over there. Give him a big veiny forearm right there.
Dumbbell
door.
Dumbbell door.
Or whatever.
We will never show Dumbledore again in art unless he is really buff.
Just
that's the law.
That's why he wears
this is a
robes
good
all
time
the
to
time.
transition to talking about the 5th movie, The Order of the
Yes.
Phoenix. Jarrod, real quick to catch you up. Earlier, we talked about the lengths of the books, and Bill and I got in an argument, of course, because I'm the older brother. I win. We were arguing which book in the Harry Potter books is longest, and it
wasn't an argument.
No, it was an argument. He went through. He threw down. He gambled money. He owes me everything now. But
It's not
anyway.
a competition. I already
Okay,
won.
first of all,
Anyway, so we were.
it wasn't everything. I only bargained my soul, and because my dad's a ginger, I only have half a soul. Okay, so
What can I do with half a soul? Anyway.
Exactly.
But
I
the
have.
5th book was the longest, and the movie is one of the shortest. But I still feel like they adapted most of the story pretty well. How do you feel about it? Because you've read the books a lot too.
The Order of the Phoenix. I thought, Order of the Phoenix is one of the better adaptations. I think book to film.
I think also this line was not in the books, but it is a great line.
Yes.
Also, I do love in the books.
peak.
It's a little bit. Kingsley actually is the one who gets everybody.
Yep.
In that scene, and Dumbledore just walks out and he tells them, "Tell them that I disappeared in a fantastical way, and don't explain how." Then he just like walks out. But
Dumbledore's just like,
that line is
bro,
so
I'm
good.
too old for this shit. Kingsley, make something up. You got me, fam.
But you have to admit, Dumbledore's got style.
Yeah.
Oh, he's so great. I love Kingsley.
Kingsley Shacklebolt is awesome.
Dumbledore was like, you assume I'm gonna go quietly.
Yeah. It's like, I think you've forgotten who I am. I'm the guy who fought Wizard Hitler. Anyway,
I am he.
I am him. He was aura farming. That's all he was doing. Honestly. But yeah, no, this book is different. Like Harry's really feeling the pressure in this one in ways he hasn't necessarily. Like he's been ostracized before, like in multiple different stories. But this one, it feels more. Even more.
Well, yeah,
than
now the
normal, because
government's ostracizing him.
Imagine a high school student having like the world's biggest newspaper back when that mattered, writing about how you're a dirty liar, essentially.
Spider-Man. I'm just kidding.
Bring me pictures of Spider-Man.
Anyway.
Are you serious?
You're serious?
It's like, oh, you're fired. Get out. But we need pictures at the. Oh, come back in here. What is it? You're rehired. Come here. Dude, Jonah Jameson in those OG, like legendary.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Dude, those OG films are just legendary.
Like, remember what? Like, look back now. Was Spider-Man 3 that bad?
No, it
Like,
was
look
not.
at modern movies. Was
Like,
it that
was
bad?
Fine. Yeah, I didn't think
We
it
were
was.
Not only was it
bad.
not that bad, Amazing
A little
Spider-Man
cramped
2
other than that.
and Amazing Spider-Man 2 basically dialed up the problems with Spider-Man 3 up to 11, and it looks like Brand New Day is going to be dialing them up to 15.
Yeah, is he Venom? What's going on? Is he turning into? Is his spider DNA taking over again? Is that the direction they're going with Brand New Day? I have no idea.
I think it's the evolution storyline, Spider-Man evolution.
That's kind of what I was thinking.
Is that the one where he turned into like the weird man spider thing?
It's
That-
one?
I think
That
that comes
happened
from where
more
he
than
gets the-
once.
yeah.
Okay,
Where he gets the other limb, the other arms.
because
It's like every other.
yeah, because they adapted that for the '90s cartoon, didn't they? That story arc was rad. That was my favorite as a kid because you get to see Spider-Man turn into this monster, just living in this giant web in New York, and then the Punisher's going after him. It was great.
I think the Spider-Man through like Raimi's third Spider-Man film. I I actually think that film of all of Raimi's films has the best emotional range of all the films. It's just that stupid emo Peter.
You take that back.
That's the only that like if you took that
he wasn't emo.
If you took that out of it, I think that would probably be the best of the three films. And but
I think it's possible. I think it's possible that that's true because anything that was originally planned to be in the movie is still really good in the movie.
Yeah,
it's only all the stuff that was thrown in later that was the problem.
Yeah, because there's so much emotional weight behind Harry's arc in that, and Sandman's arc in that. And like if you take and clip out just all of Sandman's from start to finish through that, everything where he is, where you're just learning his story and follow that through to the end.
Maybe shown it a little bit more. He acted
really,
his ass
really.
off too.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did.
Very
It was
well.
very, very good. And that's why I love, like, in No Way Home, you see him as Peter's friend at that point. Like, hey, Peter.
Yeah.
Like that was cool. Like, and so, and because I that was cool in the comics whenever Sandman was on a good arc, a hero arc. And so with I don't know, I really resonated with that part of the third Spider-Man, with all of those arcs coming together, like the reconciliation with Peter and Harry, the reconciliation with Peter and Mary Jane.
I hated Mary Jane because of that movie. I hated her for a lot of reasons more later as an adult, but as a child, I hated her because of that movie.
Well, I don't know. I think they did a good job justifying, especially with like the kiss with Gwen Stacy in full view of the press, like the day you're planning to propose to Mary Jane. Like, bro, you didn't.
The big thing with Spider-Man 3 at the start is Peter's gotten he's gotten high on the hero worship a little bit, and it works. And I was geared for Harry Potter, not Spider-Man.
It's all right.
It works in the grand scheme of what the movies are about. And I would have loved to see. I would have loved to see a Spider-Man 4 where we actually see them pick up the pieces, because I don't think they really left off in the best of places between Peter and MJ at the end of 3. They were still on rocky ground.
It was.
I think there was absolutely more we could have done there, and I wanted to see Bruce Campbell as Mysterio. Perfection. It would have been perfect.
Like that's what I mean, though. Like
Spider-Man.
That was the one thing with Spider-Man 3 is all of those emotional threads, I think, were probably the strongest in that film out of those three, I think. Thank you, dude.
I don't know. In Spider-Man 2, the idea of having to choose, basically, like him struggling with being a hero and that mental blow. I thought that was so well done. Like, honestly, the first two movies are.
I mean, to be fair, for the most part, there's a reason why a lot of people would call it the Godfather trilogy of superhero movies.
Yeah.
Because
you can't because Godfather 3 it sucks. I forgot about that. So yeah.
Yeah.
And also the other through line in Spider-Man 2, which is there's not so subtle hints that everyone has figured out that, like, everyone in Peter's life has figured out that Peter's Spider-Man, but they will not say anything about it. They will let him continue on because they know that he's the only person that can be Spider-Man. He's the one that has been gifted and blessed with the power to make this change in the world.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
also,
let me clarify something, though. Like when I talk about like emotional arc, is the in the third Spider-Man, I think the arc is the most dynamic. Like there's the I think the lows are lower and the highs are higher in that, with the exception of Uncle Ben, because you can't get any lower than losing Uncle Ben, but it comes full circle in 3. So you're revisiting that. And so it's like that dynamic is what I'm talking about. Because I think that is the ultimate in Spider-Man 2. That's the ultimate test of the hero. It's like is the self-sacrifice of being a hero. And I thought Spider-Man 2 handled that just chef's kiss.
Yeah, I may or may not have written something where I sort of brain dumped about the Sam Raimi Spider-Man movies that may be coming out in a couple weeks.
Fan fiction, Bill.
I did not write fan fiction. I brain dumped, as our mutual friend Daniel P. Riley always tells people to do, and I may or may not be turning that into a my brain dumping into a blog of some kind, because what else am I going to do? Be a productive writer?
No, Bill, you give it to me and I'll turn it into I'll rant. I'll do the rant for you.
I'll think about it. But really what it comes down to is Sam Raimi understood the assignment.
Yeah.
Yeah, he understands emotional storytelling for certain. And I know he wasn't like he's a director, he's not the writer per se on those movies, but still.
He's also talked about, and I've heard things about him being a fan of the old Spider-Man comics, and honestly, having seen all 3 of his movies multiple times, I can completely believe it.
Yeah, no, I believe it too. That being said, we were talking about Harry Potter at some point. Bring me pictures of Harry Potter.
Hold on, real quick.
Okay,
it's a funny little anecdote. When I was in 3rd grade, I interjected into a conversation people were having because Order of the Phoenix and Spider-Man 3 came out at about the same time.
Yep.
And so I was only half paying attention to the conversation, and the conversation started with Harry Potter. And at that point, I hadn't really read the 5th book or seen the movie. And without realizing that the conversation had shifted to Spider-Man 3, I made a comment and made myself look like very much of an ass.
This is true. Continue.
And I'm pretty sure that was a core memory.
What did you say?
I don't remember.
I'd rather not talk about it.
Don't bring it up if you're not going to talk about it. You animal. Anyway.
I will blue ball you.
Oh yeah, there's Dumbledore. There we go. He's swollen. He's like, I may be out of magic, but I ain't out of options.
So what happened, Kahuna, to answer your question, since you so desperately want to know, they were at some point they shifted to talking about Spider-Man 3, and they were talking about the Sandman Spider-Man fight, and I made a comment about why didn't he just use his magic? Because I thought they were still on Harry Potter. I didn't make the connection that the conversation shifted.
Oh, that's great.
And so the response I got was, he's Spider-Man. He doesn't have any magic, you dumbass. Or at least the 3rd grader equivalent of that. And I was like, oh.
What are you, stupid?
Okay. Yeah.
Dude, that's great. I love that. I love that.
It's so dumb, and I don't know.
As a child, I once left a conversation to go grab my drink. I came back to the table. We were no longer talking about lunchboxes. We were talking about Hitler in about 62 seconds. I don't know how we got there, but I love
obviously the boys' table.
Shifts. But yeah, I do think this is one of the better adaptations of the film, even though it's the longest book and the shortest movie, or one of the shorter movies.
That said, they cut out my 2 favorite scenes from the entire series of books.
Yeah.
Both of which happen in Order of the Phoenix. The first one is when Fred and George turned that one hallway into a swamp.
Yeah.
And Umbridge keeps trying to put it back. and no one will help her.
No,
They'll just look at it and be like,
they shortened the pranks
"No."
to one scene for the Weasleys, and they shortened the basically torture of the students to a little bit less in the movies, but because
ugh.
like reading that book, you hate Umbridge.
And I mean, to be fair, you hate her in the movie too.
But yeah, like reading that book, even as a child, I'm like, this is exhausting. This is such it's like, again, like we wrote them down earlier, but like the next highest page count book, Jarrod, was like 600 something. This book is 800 pages.
Is it more words, I'm assuming?
This one? Yeah. No, Order of the Phoenix was the longest book by far, and the most words and the most pages.
Yeah, the story had to do a lot of heavy lifting across those pages, though. I mean, it was that to bridge the gap between Goblet of Fire and Half-Blood Prince. Like there's a lot that had to do a lot in there. Yeah.
And Billy Judd has been commenting like mad, which I love. Let me
Billy
some of his. Yeah. What? I'm so confused about that project. But yeah, no, they cut out a lot of Snape's memory in this book. It was a whole secret, like basically a whole chapter in the book, and it's maybe a 15-20 second scene in the movie, which understandable, but yeah, no, we see all the reasons why they can't make Snape black in that scene in the book.
But by God, they're going to go for it.
Yeah, dude, I hope they just go way too far. I mean, they already have, but I hope they just go way too far. Like, let's. You've gone so anti-racist. You've gone all the way back around to being racist. It's a beautiful thing. But yeah, no, the lessons with Snape also, they go on for a lot. Like you go way more in depth with those.
Yeah.
In the book, obviously, and I understand why you can't show every scene of that. It's like you don't show every scene of Lupin training Harry in the movies either. But like in the third one, it makes sense to cut that out. I think, again, I agree with Jarrod. I think this is one of the better adaptations, like as far as getting as much of the story across as possible.
Yeah.
Out of all the Harry Potter films, which is in sharp contrast to the next book. Oh, I have so many problems with all the cuts they made in those books. Now, earlier we were talking about how they split book 7 into 2 parts, and I don't like that trend in films, but I think it made sense for that movie, and it was a good reason. They should have done it for 6. They cut out so much in 6 that the story it's barely comprehensible as a book when compared, or as a movie when compared to the book. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, man. We need to see those veins in there, yo. Yeah, let's get it. I want to see where he's injecting this magical steroids. We need to know. But yeah, no, and this is one of the first books where you really see magical combat really, like, truly. This book is all about the magical combat, and it's really the first time in the story we really get into that effectively. But a lot of the other times, like, you have the dueling club, you have a little exchange here and there, but this is the first book where you go hardcore. And I will say they did cut out some content in the Department of Mysteries from the book that would have been really cool in the movies. For all those who are wondering what horrible things they missed out on representing in the show, at one point, one of the Death Eater's heads gets shoved into a fishbowl with a fish that's growing up, dying, and then growing young again, and time is going back and forth, and his head only does the same thing while his head is in the fishbowl, and it's horrifying.
It is so delightfully effed up.
It's so bad.
I'm in the middle of other books. Now you got me wanting to sit down and read some Harry Potter.
Harry Potter's really good. It still reads good, dude. I love Harry Potter. All the writing mistakes and all. I still, it's a fun world to inhabit. And the writing style is pretty unique. She has good character voices.
Speaking of the combat, the other scene that they cut out that they should have kept. When Harry is taking the exam in the astronomy tower, right when Umbridge decides to sack Hagrid and kick him off the grounds. And Hagrid, because of his magic, or because of his giant blood, all these spells are just bouncing off him. He just fucking barrels through the oars with Fang on his back and just goes into the Forbidden Forest to just mountain man it for the rest of the year.
I love that it takes way too long for them to remember. Oh yeah, Hagrid's half brother is there still. Oh crap, go back.
Yep.
Oh, also, fantasy racism is great. I do love fantasy racism with the centaurs and such.
On the topic of the centaurs, I have genuine questions. What did they do to Umbridge?
All the things you read about in a romantic novel.
Yeah, probably everything.
I'm sorry. I'm not supposed to lie.
Let's see what they say about horses is true, guys. Anyway,
They were just horsing around. Come on.
Oh no. They said she was so hurt she couldn't walk when she got back. Anyway, sorry, that's an awful joke. Wow, I'm so sorry. Here we are. Also, this book and movie introduces one of the fan favorite characters of the entire series in both movies and book, which is Luna Lovegood.
Oh, I thought you were going to say Bellatrix Lestrange. Yeah, Luna Lovegood's also pretty good.
But no, she appeared technically in book 3 or 4. Like, yeah, she's talked about for a long time before she appears.
Bellatrix, I can fix her Lestrange.
Bill, you have.
Go ahead, Mike. Go ahead.
He's just like,
just be rich, be little. Oh no, not again. Oh.
Anyway, so, well, where were we? We were talking. Oh yeah, Luna Lovegood. The actress for that had cancer, and then she was fighting cancer, and she's like, I am Luna from the books. That is who I'm meant to be. Like, she is me. I am her. That is how it works. And so, they told her, or J.K. Rowling said, hey, if you recover from this disease, or like cancer, I'm going to put you up as to be Luna Lovegood in the show, or in the movie. And then she recovered, and that's how she got the part. It's freaking baller, dude.
Awesome.
And she was the perfect casting. She embodied everything that Luna was in the books. And the like
anorexia.
She was in like the airy artist weirdo kind of character. Like the perfect embodiment of that energy. It was very, very good in the books. Also, the whole like training Dumbledore's army. What? Those kids were so dumb. Like you're trying to help Dumbledore, and you name a militant group of students training in wizard combat. Dumbledore's army, brother. Like they should just do what Antifa does and lie, but you know, there's not.
We'll call it Voldemort's army. Yeah, no one will see it coming.
I don't think they should. You know what? They didn't need a name. They could have just been nameless. That would have been fine.
Harry and the Potters. There you go.
Harry and his English tea bags. Now, anyway, there is like the obviously the awkward like teen romance stuff as well that they kind of go into, but it's part of the story, and I'm glad they didn't cut it out because it's a charming part of the book.
I have to say it right now. Harry fumbled with Cho Chang. He fumbled. Even as a kid, I thought he fumbled. You have a Scottish Asian, and you fumble that. You idiot!
She looks Asian, and she drinks like a Scotsman.
It would have been the perfect wife in adulthood. Perfect.
I know you meant to say adulthood, but you definitely said adulthood, which is.
I said adulthood.
I said what I said.
I said what I said.
I know what I said. Anyway. Oh Christ Almighty. Oh yeah, no. I like she made mistakes, but like she was given a truth serum that you can't really deny. So it wasn't like she didn't do anything wrong technically. Like nothing that was within her control to avoid anyway.
hold on. Was it Cho Chang that revealed Dumbledore's army, or was it her friend? Because
No,
it was her
Movie,
friend.
it was Cho Chang.
It was Cho
That's why
Chang,
Harry
but
was
she
like
she was
upset. With
I mean,
given
I know it
Jarrod
was her in the
serum.
movie, but in the book, wasn't it
No,
her
in the
I
friend?
have no idea.
No, in the book it was her, but she was given
it?
Jarrod serum.
Yeah.
So like
Okay.
it wasn't even a choice. It was, oh, we're
Well,
using
I mean, the Jinx doesn't
magic-
care if it was a choice or not. You're still gonna get your face screwed up.
Yeah, yeah. No, it was a rough gig, and so, but then like in the books and in the movies, they treat her like enemy number one and just like pretend she doesn't exist for the rest of the series, except for book 7 when she awkwardly tries to flirt with Harry in front of Ginny. Big mistake, by the way, for those wondering.
I think that's a good reflection of how kids, specifically dramatic teenagers, probably would have responded to that situation.
Actually,
Yeah,
very true.
we-
Very true, very real. So brave.
we know you had no choice, but fuck you. You sold us out, you bitch.
We ain't no liberal wizards round here.
Also, on the topic of centaurs, Billy Judd pointed another change they made. They cut out Ferenz from the Order of the Phoenix book, who takes the place of
Oh, it's
Professor Trelawney teaching divination. And and all the girls have a crush on him.
Yeah.
oh, the centaur? Yeah.
Yeah.
That's not addressed in the movie. Actually, that would have been
Good.
cool to have him
He
show
gets
up
the
again.
horse girls.
Yeah.
But the thing is, like in the films after we never see Ferenz after the first film. After
And
the
he
first
shows up in a
film.
couple other books in
Yeah.
certain scenes here and there. Like sometimes when Hagrid's teaching a class like on the edge or in the Forbidden Forest, he shows up. And there's other time. It's too bad because he was they did
aren't
him
there-
perfectly in the movie.
Well, they made him the astronomy teacher, and he wore a shirt and tie.
Yeah, that's right. I love that like Umbridge is so like racist and so awful, and she's like, "I'll get rid of Trelawney," and Dumbledore's like, "What if I hired some like a race you think is disgusting to take your place?"
Yep. That is
Oh.
what we call dabbing on the haters.
Yep.
Dumble dabbing, if you will.
Yeah.
Well,
You see,
whatever
they
he's
cut
doing
this
right.
out of they cut this out of the movie as well, but after he hires Ferenz, he goes to Umbridge's office, tells her who he hired, and Healy's out of there just dabbing.
Yeah,
It was
pretty
pure
much.
cinema in the book. They should have kept it in the movie.
I know he had wheeled shoes. It was incredible. But yeah, no, the whole conflict. I feel like Harry is really not at his lowest, but near his lowest in these books, or in this book, movie in particular. He feels isolated. Dumbledore won't speak to him. He's angry with his friends because in the books, Hermione and Ron both get promoted basically at school to be prefects. His love life is not working out for portions of it, and then he has Voldemort
win
in his
against a
head for
dead
most
guy,
of the
you
book
know.
too. So it doesn't. They did. I will say they did cut out the Saint Mungo scene with Neville. That's one
That
scene.
scene is
It would have been
heartbreaking.
cool to have it, but it's such a long portion.
It's understandable why they cut it, but in the book, that scene is absolutely heartbreaking. Just the fact that you can tell his parents recognize him. They know he's important, but they're so messed up from the torture. And
You can
all
do that-
either of them can do is give him a little candy wrapper, which, his grandma's like, "That's disgusting. Throw it away." And he just sneaks it into his pocket. It's fuck. Oh.
Yeah. No, you could do that. You could do that scene. You could do that scene in 3 minutes tops, and it wouldn't have been that hard to do because you could do a lot of that.
They
You do
didn't
a lot
have
of
to
that
show
with,
the
like-
whole approach. It could have just
No,
been
just-
them walking in to visit Mr. Weasley, and then hey, look, there's no. Oh,
yeah,
okay, yeah, that could have been a 3 to 5 minute scene. It would have been. Really
It also
Yep.
would have added a bit of depth to Bellatrix in the movies as well, because she was the one that did that to them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, it really shows you just how twisted she is as one of the secondary villains of the series.
Yeah, Sirius and Bellatrix fighting each other. They're technically like first cousins, I think. Yeah, the Lestrange. Yeah. No, she's more involved in the movies, but because of the actress, what do you guys remember her name? I never.
Helena Bonham Carter.
Tim Burton's wife.
Yeah.
Tim Burton's wife.
As in John Bonham, the drummer for Led Zeppelin's daughter. Helena Bonham Carter.
Oh
That's
my goodness.
insane. But yeah, no, her acting for Bellatrix is chef's kiss.
Yeah.
Like she's maniacal and crazy, but like it's just it's how it's described in the book, and it's just chef's kiss, perfect.
Oh yeah.
Also, I'm forgetting. Did we actually hear Harry yell Crucio in the movie, or did we just?
Yes.
Does he just
Yes.
yell okay. So we do actually. It's been a minute since I've seen the 5th movie. So
And dude, I just love that there at the end after he says it, the spell hits her, and you just hear Voldemort's voice in his ear. You've got to mean it, Harry.
Yeah.
She killed him. She deserves it.
like because he doesn't give a shit to his followers, and it's so good because it's so
well because she heard him though. Like it's implied that she heard Voldemort say that too because of her reaction when Voldemort was egging her on. Like she looked at Harry as like, "Are you really going to do that because he said so?"
Yeah.
Well, and not only that, but it's like Voldemort in that instance is the devil on Harry's shoulder, and I just
I love how disgustingly Ray Fiennes like slithers up to him too. I'm like, no, don't lick the boy.
So good.
It's so good, man. It's so icky. Don't lick him. I know you're going to, Ray. But
and then we were talking about the Dumbledore Voldemort fight, or we brought it up, but just a nice little example of his power right before that when Harry turns and starts moving his wand toward Voldemort, and Voldemort just waves his hand and it falls down.
Yeah, just like bats it away.
Yeah.
No, the fight is so like as much the movie fight, beautiful, magnificent. It's great. I love a lot of the creative choices they made. I wish they would have kept some of the weird, like creative fighting parts of it in there as well. Like Dumbledore wasn't winning because he was more powerful. It was because he was cleverer, he was quicker, he was more creative, and that's shown over and over again in the book as well. In that fight, he's like, "Oh, I have a phoenix. She'll catch the killing. Oh, I have all the fountain statues. They're my friends now, and they're fighting you." Yeah, it's just like a few things could have been brought up. Also, wouldn't it be funny if Neville turned out to be the chosen? I mean, Neville did kill one of the Horcruxes, so was he kind of the chosen one also?
I mean, to be
they
fair,
bring up in this book that it could have been him. He was born
Yeah.
on the same day. He fulfilled things about the prophecy. It's just because Voldemort picked one.
Yep. And that was really the final factor of the prophecy that, you know, he missed because Snape was too gung-ho to tell him what it was.
Yep.
Oh, that, and unfortunately, it bit Snape in the ass.
Nah.
The
big
long
bad
bottom.
thing that happens to Snape, I don't feel that horrible about.
I mean, book Snape, I'm there with you. Movie Snape.
Okay,
I feel
Alan
bad for
Rickman, he adds something that I agree. But Jared and I talked about this last time. Book Snape is a petty, mean, abusive,
oh, absolutely,
power-mongering, like horrible little man, basically.
As far as I'm
black,
like,
so it's okay.
Okay.
Book
Here's
Snape,
a question for you guys.
Book Snape exists in Book Snape goes through all the books unredeemed. Like he is not redeemed at the end, and it's such a humongous leap why Harry would name his son Severus after him after Book Snape. Like blows my mind because that he lived and died an absolute pig. And
also, Albus Severus Potter is a horrible name.
It is a horrible name, yeah.
So we're not going to bring up Dumbledore's full name of, what was it? Albus Wulfric Brian Dumbledore.
Oh, it's worse than that. Let me look it up.
Anyways, I have a question for you guys who've read the books. Knowing what book Snape is, the big question is, why did Dumbledore let him be a teacher?
He needed him around, and Dumbledore was headmaster.
Okay.
Yeah.
And that was the easiest way to keep him, hopefully, in a good, structured
and
environment.
Hilariously, never let him be the dark arts teacher.
Dumbledore was pretty gung-ho.
no.
Oh, also, something I just thought about this time, too, with Bellatrix. Is she kind of like a fictional allegory for some of the women who were with that cultist who stabbed a bunch of people, like in the 60s? Like when what's her face, J.K. Rowling would have been young or a little girl. You guys know who I'm talking about? Like was it Manson? Was it Manson?
Charles Manson?
Manson had women that did stuff in the
cult
for sure.
Like Bellatrix always like that. I only just made that connection this time thinking about it, but I think she's kind of a direct.
It's possible.
Yeah. That's a good observation, to be honest.
And real quick, AO. Yeah, of course we're gonna keep Snape away from the Defense Against the Dark Arts job because it's pretty much common knowledge that it got jinxed.
Yeah, they didn't have the same teacher more than 1 year in a row as soon as Harry arrived.
No, it was after.
Well, even before then.
It was after Voldemort had gone to request the post. When he was denied, he cursed that position, and then from that point on, no Defense Against the Dark Arts teacher lasted more than 1 year.
But with how many of them suffered horrible consequences, and honestly, Kahuna and Jarrod, you fall under the same camp that me and my brother do. Dumbledore was probably trying to keep Snape close and hopefully in an environment that's could promote some good growth in him.
Yeah.
If he ever let it happen.
Yep.
And putting him in the Defense Against the Dark Arts position now puts him in a position to be seriously hurt. And not only does Dumbledore want to keep Snape close and in a good place and help him, Snape's also established as one of the few people that Dumbledore absolutely trusts.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Because, I mean, you don't make an alcoholic your bartender. Like you don't.
He's like, I'm an expert.
He may have abused kids to the point where some of them feared him more than anything else. But gosh darn it, he was a good spy during the war.
Anything else. He's the devil himself to so many of these kids, but darn it, we're gonna force him in front of these kids in close proximity and
also
make sure his environment is good.
To be a bully to Neville.
Yeah. I know.
Yeah.
Like, you were a Death Eater. One of your old compatriots tortured his parents to insanity, and you're gonna bully their child.
Yeah.
Oh, Christ Almighty!
What's funny is I've subjected Circus, even though Circus is not a fan of Harry Potter, to conversations about Harry Potter. He's under the camp of fuck them kids. Nothing wrong. Maybe if those kids stopped being bitches, there wouldn't be any issues.
So he's more on Filch's side. Oh, they used to hang them by their toes in the dungeons.
God, I miss the screaming.
Yeah.
That actor is such a disgusting little rat.
I love it, dude.
Walter Frey.
Actually, fun little fact.
Yeah.
Fun little fact for you, Kahuna, that I know you'll love.
Oh, yeah.
That actor, because the original actor passed away several decades ago, that actor has actually played the first Doctor in an episode of Doctor Who.
What?
Yes.
That's great.
The guy that plays Filch plays the first Doctor in the episode Twice Upon a Time, which was Peter Capaldi's last episode as the Doctor.
That's crazy.
He also played the worst iteration of the first Doctor, in my opinion, but that's going into a different tangent, and we're here to talk about Harry Pothead. So,
as terrible as the show,
like guys, this is crazy. because no one cares about Doctor Who. I'm kidding. That was great. That was great. It was right there. I had to, but yeah, it's Albus Percival Wulfric Brian Dumbledore.
Yeah, Percival. I forgot Percival.
Yep.
Who needs 5 names?
Yeah, dude, that Filch has one of my favorite quotes of all of the films. in the very first one, when he said, "Good God, man, you're not going on about that bloody dragon, are you? Pull yourself together, man. You're going to the forest after all. Got to have your wits about you." So good. Like, I still drive my kids nuts with just quoting that one at random.
It's a weird one to pull out of your hat.
I know, dude. It's like, you're not still going on about that bloody dragon, are you? Pull yourself together, man. It's so good.
Oh, it's good. So funny, dude. And
God,
again,
man,
like he like even the bad characters are like you like them being in the story because they didn't miss almost ever in the casting for these movies, which is so rare. Like Jenny, a little bit. That's not all her fault, but it's at least partially her fault. And you don't know when they're a child. You assume they're going to get better, and she kind of didn't. You know, oh well. You don't win them all, right? But
yeah.
What David Thewlis still one of my favorites. One of my favorite casting, like just solid casting choice as Lupus or as Lupin, dude.
Oh,
dude,
it is. He is a really good actor, and I want to use this as an example because it was brought up earlier in tonight's show. Dragonheart. He plays the villain in that movie.
Yep.
I saw that movie after seeing the Harry Potter movies, many years after seeing the Harry Potter movies. So I'm going from seeing him as like one of the best teachers you could ever possibly ask for to being this narcissistic asshole of a king who was tormenting his people. Like,
oh, it's good, dude.
Brilliant actor.
Yeah, dude, so good.
Oh man, this movie is obviously afloat. Have we just? I feel like we should save it for late, like after we're completely done. At some point, we're going to need to each have our own ranking in order, like from worst to best of the Harry Potter films as films. I guess the only real question would be whether we separate book 7 into 2 parts for the movie.
I say, I would argue we should count it as one.
I kind of think we should. Yeah, I agree with that. It's a long movie.
The thing with part 1, part 2 movies is that you can't really separate them.
It's kind of in the title though, like part 1. It's the first part of the bigger movie.
Yeah, the part 1 is basically just edging you, and then part 2 is when you finally get that sweet, sweet release.
You wouldn't know anything about that, though.
So I've heard.
I'm just bullying you tonight, man. But no, earlier before Jarrod, in the very beginning, some commenter commented, I always thought the part 1, part 2 naming thing was really creatively lazy for these movies where they do that. I kind of agree, but the problem is I don't know what else you could do. I don't think you, unless you came up with a different name for
what now?
For the, like, he was saying that, like when they split a book into 2 parts for the movie, calling it part 1 and part 2 is creatively lazy. And I'm like, I kind of agree, but I don't really think you can do it another way.
Because you're just splitting one narrative with a singular title into 2 parts.
Here's what you do: you got Deathly Hallows, and then Deathly Hallows Requiem. You know, it's as simple as that, right?
And then we have Dune Brotherhood. Next. What else?
Oh, actually, for Dune Part 2, I think that should have been called Prophet of Dune. I think that would have been the perfect name, given what Paul is doing in the second half of Dune. But hey, what do I know? I just read the fucking book.
Well, no, whoever said who was it? What was it? Deathly Hallows Part 2. What was it? The Revenant or something like that. You could have Deathly Hallows Genesis, and then you could have Deathly Hallows whatever word, salvation, whatever. Yeah, yeah. It doesn't have to be.
I can't wait for Where Shadows Fear to Tread, Part 2, Electric Boogaloo. I can't wait. It's gonna be the best. Also, Jared, there's a sequel. I didn't
Harry
tell
Potter,
you.
too fast, too serious.
Yeah.
Oh, have you guys seen the Fast and the Furious thing about the names? I'm gonna show you because it is absolutely mind-bogglingly frustrating. No name in the entire Fast franchise does their name the same with the same convention of any of the others. None of them.
Nope. No, they do not.
I'll look it up to prove my point here.
Yeah. I haven't watched like the last 2 or 3 of those.
I stopped at Fast 5. I don't give a fuck. Anyway.
I don't.
Let's be
remember
honest.
I've
Baby
seen it.
Driver is the better movie about cars. Okay.
That's true.
I haven't seen Baby Driver.
That is true. Very true.
Kahuna,
Very
you're
true.
missing out.
I'm sorry, Bill. I'm not a pedophile.
I watched
the
Gone
first-
in 60 Seconds. That's basically Fast.
That
and
movie
Furious.
is. I love. That's why that movie is one of the reasons the 1967 Mustang is my favorite car of all time. I love that movie.
It's also
All
one
right,
of the
but-
reasons why those cars are absurdly expensive.
They
now.
are so they became like certain movies made certain cars expensive. That
Okay.
movie made that car untouchable.
Oh, wait a minute. Was it a Mustang that Dom was driving in that?
No, Dom
No.
drives a
No.
Charger.
There is a
Okay, that's what I
Mustang in Fast and
Okay.
Furious Tokyo Drift.
Yep.
So I'm going to say this right
It's
now.
a
to
Mustang
anyone
body,
who-
and they put it on a. I thought in Tokyo Drift, didn't they put it on like a Mazda frame?
I don't remember. It's been a
I
minute since
can't
I saw
remember.
that fever.
They put it on. They put it on an import frame, but it was a Mustang body.
Yeah, maybe. But it sounded a kind of Mustang-ish too. But either way, AC, let's get rid of the art, which is pretty, for a second. We're gonna pull this up. So these are the names of Fast and Furious. Let's notice something. The Fast and Furious, cool. Number 2, Fast 2 Furious, cool. The Fast and Furious Tokyo Drift with little separation for the title, cool. This one, 4,
Fast and
Furious. Then Fast 5, spelling out 5. Then Fast and Furious 6. Also, the "and" is different in some of them for no reason. And then Furious. What is going
No
on?
cohesion. No cohesion.
There's-
It becomes increasingly more autistic.
It's even worse
7.
because it's not
Furious
just
7,
no
they're not fast
cohesion. It's
anymore, they're
not a
slow.
single one is named the same way as any other film in the entire franchise.
And eventually they're just trying to render it down to the word fast. That's what it eventually renders down to. It renders down to the word fast. We own the word fast now, guys. That's what they're trying to
Also,
say.
number 9 or 10, F9, the Fast Saga. What the?
That's a long way from F1.
Dude, that's just like, that's like the technical document shit right there. That's like,
Fast
what do we
X.
call it? Just
Also,
Yeah,
Fast and
it's-
Furious Presents. What are we doing? Sorry, these names are pissing me off.
Show
Why is
Tunes
Fast
version.
X the 11th one?
We have Fast 5, but it spells out 5. We have Furious 7, but it does the number 7. What is happening? I'm sorry, I'm a little autistic, but this is absolutely crazy what we're
Hold on, real quick. To answer your question, AO, the reason is because Hobbs and Shaw was technically not part of the mainline series. It was a crappy little spin-off movie.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll give him a pass then.
No, we won't.
I am happy to say I have not seen anything beyond 6, Fast and Furious 6.
I think I saw.
That
I
was
think
the
I
last
saw
one
a piece of the second one, but that was about it.
I think Tokyo
I
is where
saw
my
1
journey
through
ends.
5, and I never watched more, which is crazy because that means I've seen less than half of the Fast and Furious films.
I've seen 1 through 5 as well, and then I went with my brother, or my brother took me to go see Hobbs and Shaw, and it was certainly one of the movies of all time.
It was certain. Also, in Fast 5, when they decided to have Dom and The Rock fight, The Rock is so much bigger than. It looked like me beating up on my son. That's what it looked like. Like they're standing next to each other, like trying to like. You look like The Rock before he started working out, dude. What are we doing here?
You just hold him at arm's length like Dark Helmet. Just,
Yeah, pretty much.
I think of those, I think the fourth is the best one. Fast and Furious. I think that's
no.
That's
don't
my
remember
favorite one out
enough.
of all of
when do
them.
they go to space?
That's on the final one. That's on the final one called F. It's just
With
actually going to be
dinosaurs.
called F, and it's part 1 of 2. Part 2 is not called F. It's actually just a car emoji, and then there's a secret part 3. There's a secret part 3 that's just going to be a Paul Walker emoji.
Movie 20. Fat.
Yeah, that's where we're going, Jared. Movies are going to be
Yep.
emojis for titles now. They're not even going to have words.
It's going to
I
render
hate-
down to the letter F, though.
I
F.
hate this
And they're-
timeline.
Oh, I'm going to
Yeah.
do something.
The F movie is just going to be like at like 10 times speed, though. You know,
Yeah.
so
It's
be
gonna.
like
They're gonna
20
use
minutes long.
35 millimeter film too, not 20 or 35 frames per second, just to make us all nauseous as well.
Uh,
My goodness.
Oh, let's see. Hold on. You guys talk for a second. I'm doing something dumb.
well, listen, fellas, I need to bounce off here. I gotta
okay.
drive home. I've got a lot. I've got an insane week this week.
I hear you, brother. I hear you.
So I'm going to bid you all a very fond farewell.
You
Have a
have
good
a good
night,
drive.
Yeah.
See you guys.
Good night.
Cheers.
Also, I just dropped a fun little Fast and Furious meme in the Discord.
I'll pull it up. I will pull it. And then I'll ban you from the... No, I'm just kidding. No, I'll pull it up here. Where is it? Poop Deck? No.
In the meme market.
In the meme market, yes. For those listening, our lovely Discord is the finest community on the internet. It has a market filled with memes where you can find such lovely stylings as what I'm about to present.
Golf course girls and
Yup. As what you see Animation Overload draw every week, but not that would be in the art. What do I call it? What is it called? The art something? Art hall? Art gallery?
Art gallery.
Yeah, we have an art gallery. Yeah, we have an art gallery. So here's the meme. Me driving my kids home from Fast Furious 42 after watching a now elderly Dwayne Johnson harnessing ancient Aztec powers to save his family from the alien race that wants to subjugate humanity to its religion, or alien religion.
This used to be a series about cars.
About cars, yeah.
I got.
And it's just a dead face from the dad in Parasite. As he's
they have like
driving the
Mex
rich
in episode
woman.
12 or something.
Yeah, it basically just eventually turns into BattleTech for no reason.
For no reason, yeah.
I
still
got
say
one for you.
family.
I asked Grok to rewrite the title for the Fast and Furious like it's a Japanese light novel.
Yes, present it.
So this is
Or
the
read
title.
It.
This is the
They get
official
a
light
time
novel
machine Fast
title.
in the future.
Okay, hold on. I need to get a breath for this one. The Fast and Furious. Even though I was just a lowly street punk with a secondhand Supra, I awakened my maximum overdrive fury mode in this high-octane world of illegal racing syndicates, betrayals, and 300-mile-kilometer-an-hour death drifts. And now I'm unstoppable alongside my found family of gearheads.
Okay.
Oh, that was hard to say. I'm not
That was
gonna lie.
interesting. You did good. I can't think of any mess ups. I'm like backtracking it right now because you went. You know what I mean? And I can't- Yeah, you did good.
We
good.
need the Mad Max Fast and Furious crossover. So
Yes. What is your problem, Animation Overload? You just like walk around exuding these crazy ideas all the time. For those,
my brain overloads.
I guess.
No, AC. It's because he's an artiste.
Witness my family.
It's all I do all day, every day. I just think about random shit.
Well, dude, your Dumbledore looks like he's about to use the spell of right hook.
Oh, geez, Dom. I don't know if we can get this water back to a Morton Joe in time.
He raises his wand arm. He's like, doesn't spell, just
Leftus hookus.
Gurren Lagann punches him into the dirt.
Dude, they have magic. They could like make mechs, right? Like,
well, like, did you guys ever see like in the ending of Unlimited Blade Works, the anime for like the Fate Unlimited Blade Works? There's a scene where Rareen is fighting, like physically fighting another mage, and it's them physically fighting with magic enhancing their bodies. And I'm like, why doesn't all magic systems do this? This is cool. I could be down for this. Like, entirely.
Explain. Like, what do you mean? Like, enhancing? Like, it was
Instead of
they're
just like
enchanting
casting
themselves?
spells or using projectile attacks, what if I just use magic to make my body faster, stronger, and more durable, and I beat the
Yeah.
living piss out of you?
No, that's a way. Yeah, I
Yeah.
love that way actually.
I
It's
really
very
like
good.
that way. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
approve of that way. It is the way.
This is the way.
This is
Polymorphic
the way,
wizard
my
battle.
brother.
Polymorphic enchanting wizard battle, where it's just like it's basically like a DBZ battle where you're both powering up and staring at each other and yelling, ah, and you're just like flexing and powering up, but you're just like casting spells on yourself, preparing. You know what I mean?
this is a
And then-
super wizard too.
Dude, for real. If you think about it, DBZ fights kind of are wizard battles. They're just very simple sorcerers.
Well, it's basically the hunt like enhancers and Hunter x Hunter. Wait, is anyone here familiar with Hunter x Hunter or no?
I'm
Yeah.
not, but go on.
Nope.
They're like the way Nen works, which is their magic system. Like different, like depending on your temperament and your natural inclination, you'll be better inclined towards a certain type of power system within the system. And the enhancers are like, this is for the dumb people who are very physical and not very mentally acute. They just enhance whatever physical thing that they're doing, and that's their power basically. And so, like one character, he just like he can bite a rocket out of the midair and he's fine. Or another one, like he suddenly turns rock paper scissors into powerful attacks, and that's his whole thing. But yeah, nope, I don't love Hunter x Hunter, but I really want to. It's one of
There
those
are
ones. The
arcs
magic
in Hunter
system's
x
so
Hunter
good,
that
but
I
I really
really
wish I
like.
liked it.
Overall, I'm not like the biggest fan. I prefer
Well-
Yu Yu Hakusho.
Oh yeah, almost a lot of people do. But what is it about? What keeps you from loving Hunter x Hunter? Because it's like there's lots of reasons to love it,
Gosh,
but
this-
it's hard to come up with reasons why I don't like it.
It might be a bit of a weird angle. It feels less constructed.
Like
I
it's
guess.
too like wishy washy. Like we're just figuring things out along the way.
Like it plays out like a D&D campaign, right? Like
Yeah.
anything can happen. Players will just kind of go off and do their thing. Not that it doesn't make sense in context, but like when I go to a story, I'm expecting something more intentional, more crafted.
With a bit more direction than Hunter x
Yes,
Hunter.
yeah, that's what I mean.
It does feel very like, what are we going to do now? Oh, I guess we can earn some money, learn and
Yeah,
train.
like
and fight.
I think I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure Tagashi was making it up as he went along. Not in like the negative, like, oh, he had no plan. But what
Yeah.
I mean is, he didn't have this is the story I'm gonna tell. He let each arc kind of play out as it would. Kind of go
Also-
wherever.
Also, I have a big problem with the way Nen works in context. Not like as a system, very smart, cool, complicated. But you know how it plays out in the story, AO? It just becomes like
Things
oh,
are
well, like
complicated
what-
until they're not.
it sounds super like complicated and hard until in context it's just whatever would be cool for the story.
Yeah.
And it doesn't usually make sense. Like the cheetah chimera
Yeah,
ant
it's like,
changes his powers like
oh,
3
here's like
times.
this weird complex system, and then like Killua's sister can just like make things happen.
I don't even mind. Like she doesn't bother me because she's weird and they don't have an I like that, but it's just like the other stuff. Like, how does Greed Island work? It's like, oh, a couple people have cool Nen abilities. They made a game where magic cards that can do anything exist, and they're in the real world. What are we doing here? It doesn't make sense.
Tagashi loves games, that's why it's in there.
I know that's why. I don't like. I have another opinion. Sorry, we're talking anime.
I made a game for my novel. That's a side note though. But what's your opinion?
Oh, the Chimera Ant arc is the worst and the best arc in Hunter x Hunter. It's
I
both.
can see that. Yeah.
It goes on for so long. I don't even mind a slow burn, but this is like the slowest burn of all time. It's like a forest fire that starts off with a wet piece of grass that will not light. That's what the Chimera Ant arc is. And a lot of people say that's one of the best arcs in all of anime, total, like in totality.
They say that because of Mirrorwim's arc.
I also like Gon's arc.
Yeah.
Like he and Mirrorwim are basically like have mirroring arcs, but they're inverted. So like while the heartless Chimera Ant who doesn't view humanity as anything but cattle.
Gon's arc is like the best one, and like his whole interaction with like Pito,
yeah.
Pito, yeah, like that whole scene is freaking great. I freaking love that.
That
Pito is
everything
like actually
leading
like
up to that is incredible, and also the
Yeah.
transformation scene. It's like a reverse Saiyan
it's
transformation.
like the whole scene is like this monster, like just prostrating, just like, look out, please don't attack. I'm trying to protect someone I care about. It's like, really? Like you're being more human than most humans I interact with. What the hell?
Oh, I don't want to spoil this like for AC or Bill because I think Bill would actually like Hunter x Hunter. I don't know if
I'd
AC
like
would.
Hunter
AC
x Hunter.
might.
I think you would.
I think he would. It's dark and it's out there and there's a pedophile clown. So I really think it's really
What
up
the
your
fuck?
alley. I'm only
He's
kind
not
of
joking.
joking.
There is a
AO knows,
pedophile clown.
AO knows what I'm talking about. I'm only kind of joking.
You bring up the Epstein clown and immediately follow up that with, yeah, I think it's something you'd like, Bill.
No, it was the other
It's
way
right up
around.
your alley.
Okay?
I want to show the scene where Gon, or when Hisoka is fighting Gon and he has his reaction, but I don't know if I might cancel this off the internet. I don't know if I could show that.
Controversial take. I do prefer the animation from the old anime. So.
Oh no,
the look of it and the flow of it. Yeah.
I think that the direction.
I don't think it looks bad. It's just like it's a preference thing.
Well, yeah, you got the old '90s style. I'll bring up an image. I can bring up an image. That'll be fine.
Yeah, I love the shading of old anime. So.
And the York New arc looks unbelievable in the old style too.
Yeah. And like compare the fight between Gon and Hisoka in the old one with the new one. Like, dude, it's night and day. It's freaking like he's flipping around and
Man, you guys reminded me.
Not poorly animated or anything. It's just I prefer the old.
You guys are reminding me that I accidentally discovered the monomyth within Attack on Titan. I just remembered.
Oh,
I discovered that.
You would love Attack on Titan.
The creator's only exposure to Christianity basically was just like reading Paradise Lost one time, and all of a sudden there's just all this like recurring Messiah symbolism. It's pretty crazy. It really totally seems like some kind of Holy Spirit entered that guy and was like, I'm gonna just kind of guide your hand a little bit as you tell this particular story for whatever reason. Right.
I have some problems with the way it ends, but
everybody did. Yeah, it's a hard story to end. How do you land that story? It's very hard to land. It is very hard.
I think it's. I found the end amusing. I also sat there watching the final episode. I was like, I called it.
Yeah.
I
you got to make a choice.
Called how this would end.
You got to make a choice at some point. It's like the equivalent. Okay, guys. It is Japan's Game of Thrones, or it was for a while there, and the creator even said he was inspired by Game of Thrones and stuff. So what we're looking at is a big story actually ending. Somebody has to make a choice at some point.
It's so hard to end a story that's gotten that, because that was his first manga. The mangaka who made Attack on Titan. That was his first published story.
He was very much an amateur artist too, Bill. That's why his
his art is
characters look so
don't
unique.
look it up. It's a little rough, but
It's a little rough,
this
like,
image
not too
this
bad.
image on screen is what AO and I am talking about, because they had a 1999 OVA for this show,
Yeah.
and that's more stylistically. If I had to distill the difference between the two in one image, this is a pretty good one to do. One was much more dark, a lot heavier shading.
I love the old look.
90s.
I really do.
The 99 one, that style I like right there.
Yeah, I like
That
that
is-
99. Yeah.
Yeah. And like the new one is well made, and there's.
I think
great
it's
animated
I think it's
pieces in it.
tonally better for the story overall.
For
But
the new one?
the 99 one had really cool artists
I think the Chimera ant art would probably look pretty good in the 90s style.
Okay, hold on. I'm gonna ask this right now, since apparently with an Epstein character, it's apparently right up my alley.
Yes.
Kahuna, AO. Have either of you? I'm gonna give you 2 titles of 2 series. Let me know if either of you have seen it. The first one is
it animated or not?
It's gonna be anime.
Okay, there's a good chance I have.
The Garden of Sinners.
No.
I've heard of it and haven't seen it.
Okay. Hold on. I'm trying to remember the name exactly of the second one so I don't mess it up. Le Portrait de Petite Cosette.
Nice French.
I don't know that one.
Gesundheit.
Okay.
No.
The 2 things I
no.
was going to use
J'aime-
for my scale here, and
no.
neither of you have seen them.
Non, Bill. Je m'appelle André. Tu t'appelles comment?
Get that
Je suis
fucking
American.
French frog
Je suis
out
American.
of here.
They're turning the freaking frogs gay.
I have no idea what you said, AC. I do not speak French.
Oh, no. I said no, Bill. My name is Andrew. What is your name? I am American. I am American.
Au contraire, silver plate. Yeah, there we go.
But I said
Okay,
American.
so-
I said American in a feminized way. So I was like, I'm female American. Female American. I'm feminized American.
The only French I know
American.
comes from Beverly Hillbillies. I don't know a lot.
I know titles of books and movies in French, and that's about it.
I
That's
know
Because
how to
I
say
care
my
enough
name.
to actually try and say things right.
I can count.
Croissant.
Omelette
count.
du fromage. I
Yes,
also know
it's
that
cheese
because of
omelet.
Dexter's
Yes.
Lab.
Yes.
Same.
That's
That's
so
why I
funny.
took French was because of Dexter's Lab.
Say it
Dexter's Lab.
again, Dexter.
Omelette du
Fromage.
fromage.
Dude, you just unlocked
Okay.
the core I forgot about that until this moment.
It's such a good.
Anyways, so
It's a good episode.
I was going to say, on a scale of Dragon Ball to Garden of Sinners or Le Portrait de Petite Cosette, how weird is it? But you guys can't give me anything because no one here except me has seen Garden of Sinners and
Well, it's
Petite
definitely-
Cosette.
Wait, Ao,
I can give you a relative ranking.
Yeah.
Like it's weirder than Dragon Ball.
Oh yeah.
That's fair.
Okay, hold on. I've got one. I've
That's
got one
pretty
that I
weird.
think everyone has seen. On a
Dragon
scale
Ball's
of
weird.
Dragon Ball, on a scale of Dragon Ball to Akira, how weird are we talking?
Ooh, okay. Kira's
Not
way
quite
weirder than
Akira,
Dragon Ball.
but it
We're
gets
not that
close at
far
times.
off from Akira.
Not that far off from.
It
Okay.
gets close at times, but doesn't quite go full Akira.
Okay.
Ao,
Nothing goes full
I,
Akira except for
Nothing.
Akira.
I have a
Akira
thing we
goes
can
full
do.
Akira.
Ao, you and I will go back and forth. We will tell him one weird thing about it, and then we will each
I
try
love
to
it.
sell him based on something that happens in the story for Hunter x
Okay,
Hunter.
so it has to be weird and it has to be from the show. Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah,
We'll go
we'll do a
first.
weird thing, then a story thing that we think would interest Bill. The weird thing
Okay.
first because it's fun. All right. I have a weird thing unless you have one ready to go.
You go first, and I'll try to think of a good one.
Okay. So the way they introduce the aforementioned clown Hisoka, he casual. They're at the hunter exam. They're about to take the exam in order to become a hunter. Gon, the 12-year-old boy, is there. The whole thing. One of the entrants bumps Hisoka the clown as he's entering the space, and he says, "Oh, sorry." So you should you should say sorry and stay out of the way next time. Anyway, Hisoka keeps walking away, and that man's arms turn into butterflies, and he never gets up.
That's pretty weird.
What the fuck?
That's the character. Also, he has a Spanish tapping rhythm as his
Spanish
character,
guitar, yeah.
as his OST whenever he's on scene.
Ooh, I like that. Yeah, it's pretty
And
weird.
that's a
Bill.
weird thing. That's just one early weird thing that's not that weird, but it's fun.
It's pretty odd. That's weirder than Dragon Ball Z. It's
Oh,
weirder
yeah.
than Dragon Ball. Yeah, big time. Yeah, that's an oddity there. I just like me my classic Death Note. The staples. You know what I mean? Toss on a staple anime. What is it?
Oh, I got a
Fullmetal
weird
Alchemist.
Okay,
pretty
yeah, what's
funny.
your weird thing?
thing. There's a ninja with a swastika on his head.
There you go. That's pretty weird.
That weird one.
Okay,
That's
so
weird.
I
Now-
can do you one better, Ao. Have
That's
you ever
pretty
read
weird.
The Dark Knight Returns by Frank Miller?
No, I
Yeah,
haven't. I've seen bits
I
of
know of it.
Kahuna, you
enough.
know what I'm going to bring up, don't you?
I do.
the mutants or something.
No, there's a
Uh,
Neo-German in Frank Miller's one of his earliest Batman entries who goes around topless and just has the symbol
Yeah.
over her tits.
yeah.
Yeah, I heard about.
remember.
such
That's a bit weirder
Neo-Germans.
than the forehead.
So this
Forehead
is
is like,
Batman,
okay,
Dark Knight
whatever.
Returns, right? You say
No, that's not weirder, Bill, because
I think it
Hunter
is
Hunter
because
is-
you go around
Hunter is
walking
Japanese.
topless. What?
That's pretty.
Yeah, Hunter's Japanese in origin.
I
Why
didn't
was
say
it
he was a
so-
bad ninja. I
That's
just
as weird
said
as it
was a
gets.
Ninja.
Kahuna's
He's
right.
just a
That's as weird
ninja.
as-
The
Also, is
symbol
it
never
actually
comes
a-
up. It's never important. Oh, Lord.
I've heard of such Neo-Germans. I've heard of these. I heard they existed. Is that a Frank Miller thing, or is that a story that he was doing, kind of thing? Like, what's up with that? Because I noticed some Neo-Germans in Sin City too.
He just likes it. He just likes it. He just likes it.
Yeah, it's probably just a
He probably just likes
thing
it.
he does.
Yeah,
It's like
yeah.
there's one Japanese artist I follow, and for some reason he just likes girls with weird braids. And so there's always whenever it makes sense, there's a girl with a weird braid. Not the same one, just a different, but they're always weird and they're always different.
Dude, if you can get
Yeah.
away with it, go.
There's an old.
There's a
man with
reason it's called
giant
the
Buddha
author's-
mech that he can summon out of thin air.
I forgot.
Buddha mech.
Yeah.
A
Yes.
Buddha mech. Dang.
And he is one of
Like
the
full,
coolest.
fat, and happy Buddha mech.
Oh,
Rub its
sorry.
belly.
What's the Hindu god?
The Hindu god, yeah.
There's
Do
several.
you have any idea how little that narrows it down?
Yeah. Do you want destruction? Do you want the mother god? Like what?
The one with all the arms.
This one throws hands. We'll put it that way.
Vishnu? Is that the one?
Have you seen Naruto?
Arima. No, I refuse to watch it.
Oh, dude.
Okay, well, there was a giant wooden mech in that too. So,
This one is better than the wooden mech in Naruto.
Yeah,
I'll
yeah,
say
yeah.
that. As far as like story things that get you interested, Bill, in the aforementioned arc that we mentioned, the main character, you think that he's just a good normal kid, but this arc shows that your perception of the main character has been wrong the entire time. Basically, he's a sociopath.
Classic.
And he's basically
Also, like Eren Yeager.
morality doesn't matter as long as he's loyal to his friends. That's it. He threatens to kill a blind innocent girl, and the evil chimera ant has to.
I mean, what was
promise
the
him
blind
something.
girl doing? Was she in his way? Maybe she should not be.
dying.
No, he wanted to kill this chimera ant because the chimera ant killed his mentor, and then told him that his mentor could be revived, only for that to turn out to be a lie. So this entire arc, the king of the chimera ants is born. He is basically the most powerful being that we've seen up to this point in the show.
And Bill, this is just AC over here whispering from the shadows. But what if I told you that? What if I told you that Aaron Yeager is actually just, and it's so crazy. My mind is like blowing again. What if I just told you that he's actually what would happen if Christ came to the world and then decided, you know what? Yeah, I don't think I'm going to save humanity. I don't think I'm.
Except,
in fact, quite the opposite.
Aaron did.
Or if he took a different approach, is what I'm saying. And keep in mind, the creator of the show does not have really any experience with Christianity lore or anything. So,
well, I mean, it wouldn't surprise me. He's Japanese, but
well, exactly. Paradise Lost and Dante's Inferno. Those
end of the day, Aaron Yeager was never. He basically took the Ozymandias approach, except he actually had the balls to become the ultimate threat that had to unite humanity. Unlike Ozymandias, who decided to be,
I've always hated,
a little gay lord who made a space squid. Aaron Yeager was like, okay, we need to unite humanity. Fine, I'll take the founder. I'll figure out how to use the founder.
Well, right.
Screw all of you. I'm going to start the rumbling. Come and stop me. You can only stop me if you unite. Bitch.
The entire story kind of reeks of Jesus, though, is my entire point, because he becomes completely self-aware that he's going to die. Like he sees the end. He has very, how do I put this? Like Christ vision, very, very much like, and they even, I don't know if he did this on purpose. It just blows my mind every time, because the guy doesn't seem like he gives a shit about Christianity at all, like the writer. But he still made Aaron Yeager kind of look like Jesus too, at the end. And the whole thing, like I said, it's very monomyth embedding itself. Very who is the guy, Tolkien, and the other guy that wrote Narnia?
C.S. Lewis.
C.S. Lewis always talked about the monomyth. That's why the lion is Jesus. Literally, it is. And it's the monomyth. He talked about that. It's this idea that it just perseveres. It pervades everything. Just like I could point to a bunch of monomyth stuff in George Martin's work, but I think his is more with purpose, because he studied the fuck out of it. I think he studied all religions, George Martin. But yeah, that's a little side note, kind of interesting, and that's just like a little taste of what I'm talking about. Because like he knows he's gonna die. He, just like Jesus did, he knows what he's gonna, like, the cross, quote unquote, he's gonna have to carry, which is like the founder, like you said. There's a whole bunch of it. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. Dumbledore is
looking swole.
Yeah, dude, he's fucking cut. I need to watch Attack on Titan again. My wife
got them cronk arms going on. I like it.
Yeah, it's sick. He's like,
hey, how's it going?
I just have to point out too that Animation Overload had the faces in about 10 seconds. He's like, there's Dumbledore and there's Voldemort. I remember because I was like, holy crap, there's Voldemort already, just chilling there, his head floating early on. So yeah, pretty crazy. Good job, buddy. As always,
it looks so good.
Thank you. I'm glad you like it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so again, Bill, this isn't even a show I love.
So Nazi Ninja, what do you think?
Yeah. Oh yeah, Nazi Ninja, that was good.
I have several questions. First of all, is he actually a Nazi? Nazi?
No. Or
is
it has nothing to do with anything?
The proper use of the symbol,
yes,
as it was originally intended.
Yes.
Yes.
It's just funnier to say Nazi Ninja.
It is funnier. This is the main character, and he's pointing at an innocent, he's pointing at an innocent girl. And this is not for some grand purpose. This is just because he wants revenge. Very few stories of, like, especially that start off like this, would have your child character, when he's not possessed by something, do this. Yeah. And it gets much worse than this, obviously. Huh. But yeah, he has the only way I can describe it is he basically sacrifices all future power he could ever have in order to be powerful enough in one moment to destroy his enemy. And it decimates his body to the point where he looks like a burned corpse.
Does he cry like a bitch like Deku always does?
No, he doesn't cry about
Okay.
anything ever because he's a sociopath.
A thing to keep in mind is that Hunter x Hunter is a deconstruction of shonen.
Yeah,
And so
that-
it'll do a lot of things
Wait.
specifically to be different.
Those stories are important animation. The deconstruction stories, not always the best, but Kahuna.
Well, no,
are
you don't
saying
want to
he
take.
Yeah.
Kahuna, are you,
Depends on how
hold
it's
that thought. Hold that thought, Bill. And yes, you're right. Animation and Kahuna, are you saying he's like Raceland from Dragonlance, where he's like, I know what I bought. Yeah, I'm fucking sickly all the time, but you know what? I'm way more powerful than your bitch ass. I know what I bought. You know, is he like that?
No.
He's Raceland from Dragonlance, man. Raceland, the hourglass eyes and the gold skin. He knows what he did. And he's like always coughing, and he's just sickly wizard. He knows what he bought though. Like I think he made deals with demons. I can't remember the story at this point. What were you gonna say, Kahuna? Sorry.
No, he is a character who has always like done what seems like the right thing at every given moment, up until this particular arc, and then you realize, oh, wait, he was kind of always like. It's not that he can't care, but he was always kind of. He's not moral. He's not morally good. Like he kind of thought he was. Like
He's the overly optimistic character, but to a fault.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's sort of the idea behind him. Like he's so optimistic that it leads him down a dark path in the end.
Are you guys familiar with Dragonlance?
I haven't read it. I do own it now, though.
Oh, okay, Kahuna, Raceland. He is in D&D terms, he's the asshole of the group. He's like the warlock who's actually looks way older than he actually is, because like I said, he's like messed up. Just hunched over. He's always got his big strong paladin brother helping him along, you know what I mean, being a good guy, helping him along, and then he's always just like grouchy, you know. And he's got like gold skin, and when you look him in the eyes, his pupils are in the shape of hourglasses, and he's always sickly and coughing, but like he doesn't regret it. He's like, oh, I am way better than you. I am way better than you. So just step up. You can make fun of my cough, but not for long if you piss me off enough. You know what I mean? He's a wizard, so
no, we'll hop over to this. I have to skip around a little bit, so we'll have to go through faster.
Yes.
But just to give you an idea of what it looks like when this show does do something right for once.
Oh yeah, remember to pause or mute or something as needed.
Already is already giving you a vibe. It's already
what is going on here?
He was just told, like he spared this creature in front of him who is much more powerful than him, because he was led to believe that she could resurrect his dead mentor who she killed. And she just revealed, I'm sorry, I lied to you because I needed time to do what my king asked me to do. And unfortunately, now I'm going to kill you.
Oh.
Because that's what's best for the king.
Yeah. The long story short is this whole arc is about these chimera ants, these creatures that can devour things and become more powerful based on what they devour.
And they
end up eating nin users and gaining nin abilities, which make them insanely dangerous.
Yep.
That's sick.
The initial ants, like Pito here, don't care about humanity at first. Eventually, their leader, Meruem, starts to care for a certain human.
Yep.
Right? Like starts developing a friendship with her. And then because she cares about the king, she ends up caring about this girl by proxy. So in order to protect the girl and keep going from just attacking and potentially killing her, she tells a lie like, hey, let me heal this girl first, and then I'll bring your mentor back, even though she can't do that.
Yeah. And it's bad already. Like it was only because of the threat to the girl that she didn't attack him right away. Because up until like she's one of 3 royal guards. Each royal guard has more Nen and ability naturally at birth than the most powerful Nen user in the entire story that we've seen so far up till this point. And obviously Gon, the main character, is far below that up till this point. But this is I call this, like, I've always described this scene as kind of a reverse version of a Super Saiyan transformation.
Yeah, a reverse power up. Yeah.
Yeah,
it's not a glorious thing. It is very much a bad thing. Like, holy shit. Okay.
Yeah, what he's prepared to give up in this scene.
Yeah.
Also, sorry to pause, but I just worried about copyright. Anyway, but up till this point, in almost every scene, even in scenes of extreme danger or turmoil, this character is like mostly happy and just like, yeah, no, guys, we're training, we're gonna be good. We'll get things done. Oh, it's not a big deal. It's fine. Let's try to survive. It's all good. It's all happy. And then this scene happens. So.
All the lights going out and shit. It's like the shadows are like coalescing around him.
The closest scene I can think of would be like Ichigo going full hollow.
Yeah, actually, that's a decent comparison.
Yeah.
But again, like art direction, what they end up doing later in the scene, like with the art style AO, I'll let you know that's like one of my favorite art style choice things I've ever seen in a show, period.
Yeah, like when he fully transforms and it's all the jagged lines and stuff.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's good.
It's sick. Okay, back. Yeah, but no, I for some reason, Bill, I do think this show is for you specifically. I think you would.
We crack jokes, but like, I think you might like it.
Yeah, I hope so anyway, because like I have my own problems with the show. I don't like how everybody praises the magic system and then it kind of turns into a do whatever you want kind of magic system when it's pretending to be a hard one.
I appreciate Hunter x Hunter more than I like it. I don't dislike it. It's just, it's more like Togashi got to tell the story he wanted to tell.
Yeah. And
there are a lot of really cool ideas he did in it. So
yeah, man, and when it's paced well, I think it's really good.
Yeah, when it's good, it's really good, but it has to,
like this arc
kind of waffles a little bit.
Something like this arc was 64 episodes, or something like that. Yeah, no, it's something like 64 episodes, or for me, it's either between 58 and 64 episodes. But yeah,
better day. One day, animation's going to be slinging 64 episode arcs.
I'm working on it.
Yeah, we'll get there. We'll happy with one episode.
You got to start small, 30 episodes.
Yeah,
yeah, basically. And tonally, the show is so funny because like there's like watch episode 1, then watch this. It's not the same show.
Dude, this is pretty crazy though. Like some of these Japanese shows really impress me. Like some of my artist friends, I lived with the Letourneau family for a little bit in my youth, and they always talked about how Western animation versus Eastern animation, and one of the biggest things that the son Josiah of the family, because they have 3 sons, Josiah, it was the artist, he always criticized anime. You you freeze frame on one scene and you have somebody keep talking, and then you can just basically bounce between.
You can't see it. Yeah.
Yeah, you can like bounce between like two different like of the same panel or whatever, and it's just reusing the same assets over and over again. Whereas compare that to like Scooby-Doo, right, where it's reusing the background over and over again, but like in a different way. It's not just bouncing between 1 and 2. The
character animations, when they're being lazy, are pretty lazy. Yeah, I'll agree with that.
But even at their laziest, Eastern animation, it's like they're doing it though. They're figuring it out. They did it, didn't they? With minimal work.
I think it's also a budget saving thing. It's like this talking scene,
most
we
of the
can cut
time
down on
it's a
animation.
cost saving technique.
Yeah, it's smart
because it takes so much time, so much effort. And back in the day, they were doing it all by hand on cells.
Yeah, on cells.
Like, you can only stack so many. You only have so many to work with. You know, you have to be able to work on tight budgets. Animation's always had tight budgets.
It's smart.
It's always been a problem. And the problem, the other problem is giving animation really high budget doesn't always mean it's going to be good.
Not always.
No, it doesn't make it good. No.
All right.
Dang. It literally looks like ink. They did good. Yeah.
I'm trying to remember if it looks like it does in the manga or if they switched it too much, because it looks very similar, I think.
To what?
The manga, how he looked in the manga, like because it looks like kind of brush stroke, like paint.
Oh, very heavy brush stroke.
Yeah.
Honestly,
like I said,
the art in the manga is, I don't love it. It's one of those things.
Like, has health issues, and so
is that why the series is on hiatus? From what I hear.
What was that? Oh, it's always on. The problem is he also wants to write a novel, but he just won't do it. So like they become.
So
it gets really wordy.
Has Hunter x Hunter actually concluded?
Kind of. There's an end. There's a.
You need to elaborate.
There's a point where he says you can end it.
There was never a plan in mind.
Okay,
so it can theoretically end any time.
Theoretically, when he dies.
We need to watch James and the Giant Peach one week.
Yeah,
I've never seen it.
Do you guys want to do it next week? James and the Giant Peach. Let's do it. We're gonna do James and the Giant Peach next week. Billy Judd.
Hallelujah.
It'll be good. All right, almost.
Skellington.
Oh, yeah, you can't read it. His power is now equal to that of the king, the most powerful creature on the earth.
Wait, the king? Oh yeah, there's that Trump meme. It's the Trump meme. He was the Trump meme. Did you see that?
No, the Trump meme used it, but anyway.
Yes, it did.
Now, basically what he did in that scene was he used Nen to age his body forward to a point where he would be powerful enough to defeat Pito.
Wait, so if like in a age his body like so powerful enough, like in a Goku way, I'm just gonna
he wanted enough power to defeat Pito, but the exchange, because Nen always has like an exchange, right?
Mm-hmm.
It destroyed his body. He basically was gonna lose all his Nen forever.
And and to this point in the story, that's still true. He's still like that. Like he ends up not becoming. He ends up being posted in the background. He's no longer the main character of the story at this point in the manga. But yeah, you guys couldn't. I forgot you guys couldn't read it. But yeah, he said the last thing he says before I'll kill you is I'll use everything. And basically, yeah. So he transforms his body. He's turned himself into an adult. With the mindset and body and voice of a child. Mm-hmm. And even after her body is dead, he is still beating on it.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
Without condoning or condemning, I understand.
See, I told you this was your series, dude. I promise you.
Speaking of, I still need to watch the newest season of Free Ren.
Never
It'll
seen it.
always be there.
Well,
Free run is
that-
good, but
Yeah.
it's being held in such high regard. It
What-
makes me
what's the
think
deal?
A lot of anime fans.
what do you mean
Like,
by what's the deal?
Well, like, what's its thing? What is it?
It's
What is
different
it?
from most anime. That's it.
It's
That's
like
it?
a classic fantasy, I think.
Yeah.
Basically, this is a story taking place after the big adventure has happened.
Yeah.
The big adventure has happened.
Okay.
All of the original heroes who defeated the great evil are dead, except for one, Frieren the elf. She decides, after realizing that through her elftism, she actually does care about the people that she met along the way. She decides she wants to go on a journey retracing the steps of the old adventure
That's cool.
to try and better understand herself and the people around her. It
wait,
is-
wait. One more thing. So AC, she's an elf. They're not quite immortal, but they live like 1,000 years is a short lifetime for an elf in this verse.
Mhm.
So she went on this portion of her life, this adventure with her group was 10 years, which is nothing to her.
Yeah.
And so only later, like their adventure ends. She's like, "I'll see you I'll see you guys again. Maybe we'll go see. We'll come back. We'll talk when we see when this meteor shower happens again in 50 years." So she only waits 50 years to see them again. And then one of her companions, it's first episode, he dies. And it's only then that she realizes, oh, these people aren't always going to be here. And I've wasted, like, I've been using my time treating everyone and everything like it's all permanent, like it's always going to be there, and it will not be there. So she starts trying to actually care about her companions and her choices, and thinking of things in less long-term ideas because of that. But
I appreciate this already, and I haven't even watched it.
AC, I'm saying now you would like Free Run.
I'm sure I would. Yeah, I'm sure I would.
But
That sounds way too close to
he
home.
has a regular intercourse, unlike most people who watch it. It's
Do I?
real unfortunate.
Do I?
That was uncalled for, Kahuna.
AC, yes, you do. Just letting you know. Anyway.
Okay. Yeah. I guess you're right.
Also, Frieren, what she does in the mage exams. You know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about.
Am I able to? Where do I watch this?
Crunchyroll, is it on Netflix? I think it is.
I think so.
I watched it on
Netflix?
Crunchyroll. At some point, I would like to get the series on Blu-ray.
Yeah,
I do have part
I
of
really
it on
enjoyed it.
Blu-ray, I think.
Bill,
Also,
I
I'm going
might
to look
need-
up an image from the show that's really funny. But
I'm Bill. I might need to borrow some of your digital library if you'll ever let me take a peek at it, because I actually have
Okay.
a digital library already of movies and
I'm-
stuff. I could share some of mine.
I'm working on digitizing things as best I can. Right now, the classic Doctor Who is taking the priority because classic Who was
she
never
also always falls for mimics. Always.
well, because it could be a real chest. It could have a rare grimoire in it.
Also, the
It's
kind of
worth
spell
the
she's been
risk.
around so long, the kind of spells she's looking for is like, oh, my clothes are always clean. Great, that's a spell.
Yeah.
And that's the kind of spell that she's looking for.
It's so good. But anyways, yeah, the classic Who is taking the priority because that was never as popular in the States as New Who.
Mhm.
And so I'm working on digitizing that, but that's going to take up what's left of my storage drive, at least most of it.
Oh, that's fine.
I want to get a server and set up a home server, but that's probably going to be a project for next year. And once I get that server set up, I'll move everything from my computer over to that server. And I'm thinking I might set up a Plex server for family and close friends. So
It's a cool idea.
yeah.
Well, I basically I want to get like terabytes or something, like just and basically
yeah.
do the same thing as a bookshelf and books, but instead of books, it's digital libraries. So it's like I don't know, get one honking hard drive, and this is all TV shows, and then another honking hard drive. This is all movies. You know what I mean? And then if you get so much of it, you could be like, okay, well, here's all the animated TV shows, and here's all the animated movies, and here's live action only and live action. You know, you could get crazy with it, and you could get like a whole bookshelf. But I'd just be happy with like one or two. I already have a hard drive is my whole point, and I could like show you some of the stuff I have too, and like send it your
All right,
way.
this is kind of a deep cut, but this is crazy for those who don't.
That is a very deep cut. That is a very deep cut.
That is
wow.
boned, but it's really funny.
that is something else, man. That is
Oh,
something else.
that's really bad.
Shark.
Well, because he did turn her into a
Big
mimic.
Brother Ed.
He did kind of turn her into a mimic in the show.
No,
Didn't he?
he's still voted
It's
as
a
the
little bit of
worst
anime.
dad in anime to this day.
In anime history, huh? Dang.
So far, yeah. Oh,
But why?
Hmm.
Goku was right there.
the science.
The science.
Goku didn't
Science!
turn Gohan into a monkey. He just happened to be born that way.
Yeah. Hey, the term
Goku's
is
an easy
Tylenol
target.
American.
Goku's an easy target. He's not that bad of a dad when you actually sit down and watch the show.
You're using the paint roller brush.
A little bit.
Oh, it's amazing. AO knows where to just. It's like it's almost like the tools are
Called
sitting next to
the
him.
charcoal rock
Oh, okay.
soft one. Yeah.
Wait, so I have to ask, Kahuna, you've heard of Garden of Sinners, but you've never sat down and watched it? What is wrong with you, good sir?
I don't watch that much stuff anymore, dude. I got a lot going on.
I mean, to
I
be fair,
barely
you
have time
can't
to
watch
read
it.
books.
First Gundam anime I ever saw. So
Oh, Gundam Wing.
Yeah,
no, I watched the 8th MS Team. It was really
Oh, okay.
Animation overload tells me
Really
mechs have not historically been his thing, but you know,
good.
one
I've
watch
never
from
disliked
this.
them. I've just never been crazy about them.
Right,
Now I kind of
right.
am.
Yeah.
Wait,
Me and him
AO,
have
have
been
you-
talking about stuff.
Have you seen Gurren Lagann,
I've seen a little bit of it. I want to get back to it.
brother?
I know what happened.
It is the most Kahuna show of all time. AC, it's in world, like the universe isn't like ours in that world. It's
Mhm.
willpower and fighting spirit can create
Yeah.
things. It can create matter. It can create energy. And
like
so when they scream while they're fighting, it's actually helping
It's-
them.
It's creating things, yeah.
Yeah, it's like,
Dude.
oh, I have a drill on my mech's hand. What if it was 800 times bigger, like the size of a continent?
Believe in me that believes in you.
Yeah.
Dude, Gurren Lagann is my dude. Oh. It tonally changed. It's like that AC, but then it's also deals with like, oh, there's a population of these people living in a cave, and the religious leader has been lying to them, and because their food supply cannot sustain a population of above a certain amount, and so he's created a system based on a fake religion to select who gets kicked out of the cave when they have too many people. And it's very serious, and that's in the same show as I was just talking about.
They literally
wow.
throw galaxies at each other.
That's
the end
crazy.
fight, one of the attacks is Big Bang, as in like the Big Bang.
Like
Like
Vegeta.
Big Bang Attack, yeah.
Yeah, like I hitting you so hard, galaxies are appearing,
That's
and
crazy.
it's the best zero to hero story I've ever seen. Period.
Wow, that's amazing. Dang, dude, I just remembered working on some sci-fi stuff. Kahuna, did you have? Oh man, because me and animation have been talking about this idea all day, and I just realized my brain is kind of melting because I realized I can use a whole bunch of stuff I already have planned for a sci-fi world in that. If he's all gung-ho about mechs, and I even have an Arcade Chronicle lined up. I wanted to write mechs into an Arcade Chronicle. I wanted to find a point on my arcade
I have
timeline
some
where
cool
mechs
ideas. I have some cool ideas for that. AC. Hello.
Hey guys.
She's
so,
telling a story. What? So Orcus alert barked, and then what?
Yeah, he was like, "Bleh," and I knew what it was. You know, he's like, I need fucking something over here. So I walk into Booba's room, and it was just he wanted to show me that he destroyed Booba's bird and ripped its fucking head off.
Birdie.
He wanted me to try to take it away from him, and he didn't want to give it to me.
Oh.
So then when I called you twice, and then he finally dropped
He
it.
dropped it finally?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. That'll take it away.
Even though
Yeah.
I'm the one, he'll fight you.
Yeah,
and
he'll fight me.
drop it for me if I really
Well, because he knows if I show up, it's going to be a fight then. I guess I'm fighting now.
If I fucking straddle him and I give it to him, he'll finally. He was missing one of the eyes. One of the eyes was
good.
laying there in the puddle of fluff.
Oh, man.
And
Poor
I was
bird.
like, Booba, come here and help me get your bird. And he kind of looked at it like he didn't know whether he should laugh or cry. And I was like, I remember where I got it, Booba. I'll get you another one.
Yeah.
Poor birdie.
Poor birdie. We'll get him a new one though.
Fucking dog,
So
man.
with that just derailed me for a second. He's always chewing up on these stuffed animals, dude. It's so fucking annoying. Oh my god.
Oh yeah, dogs be like that sometimes.
Yeah.
I have to head out.
Yeah, I got to too.
Oh, brothers.
I'm mesmerized by AO's.
Dude, look at it. I know.
It's getting better and better.
I know. But yeah, we can send it out. For those watching, if you've been waiting to see the end of this, it'll be the thumbnail for sure. I'll toss an Iron Seas on it when it's done.
But I took.
I'll hang out with animation and we'll chill until it's done because I wanted. That's right. I wanted to talk about some sci-fi shit.
Well, we can just do that as our own separate thing too. We can record it if you want, or not. Either way, it's fine.
You can record it and you make a video out of it if you want.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Also, AC, you need some sleep because you're not fully recovered, and I don't want you talking to purple dragons again.
Dude, I start talking to things. It's pretty crazy.
No,
yeah,
I'm
feeling better though.
Great. I like how you ripped his robe. Like he just rip off.
Sido Chesto.
Dude, that is one of the best scenes in the Bible when one of the Pharisees gets so angry at what Jesus says, his words, that he just rips his own shirt. He's just like, oh, you pissed me the fuck off. Rips his own shirt. It's like that's a hilarious detail because how angry would you have to be to actually rip your own shirt?
Pretty angry. I picked up this one and another one recently. This is my second favorite, but it's quoting Psalms that has a little skull on it.
Oh, let me pull it up. What is it?
Yeah, let me see here. There we go.
Oh, that's cool. Oh yeah.
Yeah, it has a skull and it's a talk. It's a
show one more time.
Oh, show it one more time.
Oh yeah.
Sweet. I like it.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's Christian company. It's arise, O Lord, deliver me, my God, strike all my enemies on the jaw, and break the teeth of the wicked. I'm like, that's a baller shirt.
Okay, you need to send me the link to where you got that, and with that,
kick thine ass with this.
The other one shows Samson ripping a lion's jaw open on the back, and it's from Judges, and it's
so fucking
and it's talking about I'm trying to remember which one it was. It was like, and the spirit of the Lord came upon him, and he ripped the lion apart with his bare hands, as he would a goat.
A goat,
as he would a goat. I'm like, that's one of the coolest things I've ever read.
Yeah, let me just rip this goat in half like a phone book, right?
Absolutely.
Oh my god, dude! Samson just ripped another goat in half. Did you see that? Yeah, he does that. But does he have to do it at every party? Every Sabbath. He does it at every
my
Sabbath.
brother would always find reasons.
Hey, Samson, you mind ripping this for me? Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Like a dark pickle, just...
He's like, oh, looks like the other headmasters are coming here.
Here comes the other ones.
It's like, oh, look, the Russians. No.
Yeah.
Oh.
Wait, why didn't Samson show up to this Sabbath? Oh, he's got some new girlfriend. I don't know, something going on with some new girlfriend.
Dumbledore's over here.
I think he was getting a haircut or something.
Yeah, haircut.
Yeah, and then oh yeah, he's talking. He's like, Hagrid's not the only one who carried those trees into Hogwarts.
He's just like, got him over his shoulder.
He's like getting his reps in. But he also has like the prison body, so he's like skinny little legs. It's all upper body that he's doing.
Yeah.
Oh, that's great.
Oh,
This
what a
this may
horrible
to
night to
become
have
a
eyes.
Oh yeah, because I'm shirtless, or because I'm shirtless, or because of Dumbledore. You sex. I know you're wearing your dirty little nurse outfit there, John. I know what you're doing. I know what you're about, Mister. Trying to help people pass things and taking care of naked people. I know what you're doing. Your eyes are fine. Oh, John, you missed it. We're gonna log off here, but I got this cool shirt, little Christian message here, little psalm.
Yeah,
Break the teeth of the wicked. It's great.
Yeah, gotta love it. Gotta love breaking the teeth of the wicked.
All right, I think it's time.
All right, bring it.
Send it to the AC.
All right, sounds good, brother.
It looks so good, dude.
Thank you.
All right, AO, anything you want to plug?
Check out these guys' channels. They make great stuff. Go check out AC's music. It's great.
Absolutely.
I have nothing of mine yet because I'm still freaking working on it. Dag nabbit.
You'll get there, but
hopefully within the next week or two.
Yeah.
Absolutely. AC, anything you want to plug?
Well, I'm just happy to be not sick anymore. I put another little push on the album since my health has returned, and got a new version of the namesake of the album coming up. Had some creative ideas while I was down under, so to speak, and I'm thinking maybe kind of bridging these two worlds between music and writing and storytelling a little bit more, and seeing if I could do some sort of cool narration type thing using the lyrics of the entire album. I don't know. Could be cool. I had this weird idea. Yeah, it was a pretty weird idea. And I also had this other weird idea that could make you a millionaire if you want to help invest in it. But it involves AI and it involves live music. Two separate things. So I guess two ideas.
Like two opposite things, kind of.
Yeah, I'm going to tell you right after the show, Kahuna, but I can't just broadcast it on the internet. But I'm going to tell you right after the show. But yeah, like it's pretty interesting, though. I think, and I want it for myself. Really, it's like a jamming tool. Like I want to just jam, like with myself.
Just jam.
But anyway, yep. Just happy to be back. That's it. What about you, Kahuna?
I have a few videos coming up. I may be starting a couple new channels as well because I have a lot of different things I like to talk about. And the algorithm has really put mine into a particular box. So there's that. I also want to shout out John's brand new book, Lionheart, Icon of Justice. Buy it on Amazon. It's a great book. I've read a lot of it already, and I'm really, really enjoying it. It's a really, really cool story. It's really neat combination of different things. I've seen one other person attempt it, but they didn't do a good job. John absolutely does a good job here, and if you're concerned about the length, a lot of people are concerned about John's length, frankly. It's much shorter than his first book. So absolutely go check it out. That's Lionheart, Icon of Justice. Tremendous book. I highly recommend it. He's like me if I was black and magical. Anyway. Absolutely. Now, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us on the Iron Seas. I will see you next Tuesday at 6:30 PST, the Lord's time. We may be talking about James and the Giant Peach, or maybe we'll talk about something even better. Who knows? I'll see you then. Thank you for joining. Woo!